Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, good evening, good afternoon, good night, or good morning, depending on where you're watching from. Live in Edmonton, the LA Kings are in town for the final regular season meeting. That's right, folks, we've got a possibility of 7 more after this one. We just don't know where. Are we going to LA for game 1? Are we going to be staying in Edmonton for game 1? As it stands right now, it will be in LA, but you never know with this Oilers team. As depleted as they are right now. Please. That's all I got to say about last night's game. I don't know if you guys watched it. I know I did. I thoroughly enjoyed it. All the excuses that the other team's fans were making. Oh, well, this guy was hurting. This guy was hurting. This guy was being rested. And this guy. Really? Don't come to me with your tears in your eyes about resting players and injuries. Save it for the next person that might give a damn, because my give-a-dams are broken. Now, in all seriousness, this is a round-robin game. If you watch any international tournaments at all, you probably will notice this is like, hey, this is the precursor to the elimination round. Yes. The Edmonton Oilers are playing the LA Kings in game 81 of the regular season, a prelim, a regular robin game. But I don't have all good news for you. I wish I had some great news to tell you. You guys know Ekholm is out. You guys know Wallman is day-to-day, will play Monday. You all know that Hyman is not going to play today, will play Monday. Stetcher is now out, so Josh Brown goes into the lineup. But what you may not have heard and what you may not have known, Connor McDavid is out tonight and tonight only for precautionary reasons. The fact that the Oilers are going to play 3 games in 4 days, I mean, that makes sense to rest him. Hey, how's it going, Rye? So, no McDavid. So the lines are completely jumble-mumbled. I can't even tell you who is where, what's playing, when, and why. All I know is we have a new guy in Quinn Hutton. Lane Hutton's older brother. I will tell you that much for free. Like I said, it sucks, but hey, that's the hand we've been dealt. That's the hand we've been given. All I know is your starting goalie is Calvin Pickard. So there's that. And if you don't believe me, here are 2 graphics, one from Ryan Rishaug, the other from Jason Greger. Greger says McDavid out tonight, just being cautious. To me, the Oilers are being stupid, overly cautious. But like I said, they don't give a damn about 82 games. I've told you guys this, and I will repeat myself in addendum. The Oilers staff and players do not give a fuck about 82 games. How many games does it take to make the playoffs? How many games do you have to win, quotation marks, to make the playoffs? 44? 40? So realistically, you only have to care about half your schedule. What does that mean, guys? You only have to care about your division rivalries. You beat your division rivalries, and of course steal a game here or there against the other conference, and the weaker opponents in the other division, and the weaker opponents. But you get what I'm saying. As long as you win the rivalry games within your division, you will make playoffs. So, Oilers only have to focus on those moving forward. I think that's what the Oilers should do. Any whoosies. Ekholm is out a while, won't play versus LA. He also won't play round 1, but he will be ready for round 2 if and when the Oilers make it there. Wallman is day-to-day. Hyman's night will not play. Draisaitl might play Wednesday, but is definitely going to be ready for game 1. Also, Evander Kane is ready for tonight, but due to contract and the whole mumble-jumble of LTIR, he won't be available till round 1, game 1 of the playoffs. Ekholm's not available for at least the first round, according to Knobloch, says Ryan Rishaug. Friedrich was questionable for game 1. Kane will be ready for game 1. All others, Draisaitl, Wallman, Hyman, Stetcher, will be available for game 1. RNH is playing tonight. That's good news. Hopkins will be playing tonight. McDavid not playing tonight on precautionary maintenance day. Now that you got it good and understood, Don't say that, nerd. I don't think that could be the case. Imagine. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but can we imagine? Just give me a second here. I'm going to pop myself up. Can we imagine? Hey, friends, how's it going? Can you imagine if the Oilers pull out a victory today in LA? What does that mean? It means we'd be tied in points. And then we'd have the tiebreaker, which we would win because we have more wins than they do. So, he's definitely the brother of Lane Hudson. He's the older brother of Lane Hudson, which is kind of crazy. And I'm not going to speak too highly of him. I'm not going to blow smoke up everybody's ass and act like I know what I'm talking about and who I'm talking about, because you all know I will speak the truth no matter what. I don't know who this kid is. If you would have asked me 5 days ago who he was, I would have said who. So just another nobody from a roster spot that we have for next season. Now, this is what is important to note and why I love that he's playing tonight. Despite everybody being very, very upset, we just burned a year of his ELC by having him play tonight. Facts. We did. But what else did we do? We just also made sure that he can't be offer sheeted. What, Matt? What? What'd you say? You said what now? By the Oilers burning a year of his ELC by having him play one game tonight. Even if he doesn't play any games for the playoffs this year. We burned his ELC year one. So now he's got 2 years left on his entry-level contract. Okay? Follow me? Because of that, he cannot be offer sheeted. Which means we could possibly get him for a steal of a deal long term if he pans out and Edmonton does what everybody keeps talking about. And there's a lot of people talking about him. That's for sure. There's a lot of people talking about him. I'm just saying, I'm not saying. Maybe sometimes the management knows exactly what the frick they're doing. We just got to calm down and realize, hey, they get paid, we don't. Any whoosies, I'm going to switch cameras right quick because I want to show you guys this really awesome shirt I got. Thank you again from Janias. Look at this shirt. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, yes. It's green, and it's orange, and it's Hawaiian, and it fits, and it's nice. For those of you that don't know, I really do like Hawaiian shirts. I know I don't look like the guy. Oh, here's a little preview, by the way, of one of my next videos coming up. I totally forgot to cover that up, guys. It is my predictions of what's going to happen in the playoffs. Obviously, there's some blanks because we don't know who's playing where. Until the St. Louis game tomorrow, we do not know where the Blues are playing, if the Blues make the playoffs, and all that fun jazz. I just thought I'd show off the shirt. I won't wear it now because I'm going to put my jersey on, just because I wear jerseys in live streams, but I'll probably wear that for the final game against San Jose. It seems fitting. The Oilers are in San Jose. I'll wear it for the live stream against San Jose. Again, thank you, Janias, for such a great gift. I don't want to... Anyways, I will be back. Give me 2 seconds off the camera. If you guys aren't wondering where the game is on Prime tonight. Doubleheader on Prime. Montreal just played a game. The Chicago Blackhawks and the Montreal Canadiens just finished. The Oilers game will start at 8. You know what I mean? Like, I think what the Oilers are doing with this kid is really smart. If he pans out and he works the way I think he will, then we've got ourselves a really good prospect goal scorer. If you watched my video on him, yes, I'm wearing the old school, no name, no number, blank 2006 jersey. But yes, in all honesty, if he pans out the way I think he will, the Oilers can sign him without having to worry about offer sheets. Excuse me. And all that jazz. Now, again, like I said, Ivan Dedimov. Wow, he's a big guy. He got himself an assist in his first game as a Montreal Canadian and a goal. Good for him. 1 goal, 1 assist in first 5 shifts. Youngest Montreal in history to score a goal in his debut. 19 years and 125 days. Wow, this kid's a player. Montreal might have struck gold with this kid. I do like the fact that they are a playoff team, and I do like the fact he will be with them in playoffs. I can't sugarcoat it. I like skilled players in the NHL. I hate that the Russians try and keep them in the AHL too long. So hopefully everybody's doing fine. They're enjoying their Monday evening. A lot of things happening in the world on Monday. Chicago does win a shootout, though. That sucks. 4-3 for Chicago or Montreal. On a more serious note, if St. Louis doesn't win tomorrow, they don't deserve to be in the playoffs. You're not wrong. It was unlike when the Oilers made mistakes with Puljujärvi and Yakupov. Chicago made a mistake, but I honestly believe you couldn't make a mistake by going with either. Either player that you got was going to be a draft pick gem. In my opinion, you couldn't go wrong. Unlike the Oilers, when they pick, it all goes wrong. But I digress. I'm not going to chirp too harshly on Oilers draft picks and mismanagement of draft picks. Different situations, different models, different everything, right? I can't stand these two freaking knuckleheads, man. These two LA King Homer retards with the podcast, I lose my mind when I see them and how bad they talk about the Oilers. And they're such pro LA, it's just so stupid. Like, their podcast, Empty Netters, like, you two Goombas never played a day in your life. Beer league at best. But you're American, so you got the ins and outs being American fans, so I digress. I'm bitter. Well, okay. Can I preface that, though, Renegade? They didn't win the Cups because of first rounders. They won the Cup because they went out and got first overall picks from other teams. No, DeBruskin he's his own self-Goomba. Let's not sugarcoat it. How many first overall picks did Florida have on their team last year? May it be their own, which they weren't, but they were everybody else's draft picks. How many first to fifth overall draft picks did Florida have on their team last year that they didn't pick? I'm just saying, like, I get. That's my argument that I make with everybody. Well, these guys won and they don't draft well, and these guys won. No, but they went out and bought first overall draft picks. They had, I think they had 5 or 6, either first overall or top 3 draft picks on their team last year. Like, I don't know. That helps. That helps when you have that high-end talent, so your third and fourth liners are still full of high-end talent. But I'm not going to worry. So I will say, remember when I told you guys that this Oiler team was built for the later season and playoff success? Who's now showing up to be those guys? Connor Browns, the Scory Perrys, believe it or not, Arvidsson, And Jeff Skinner. Those guys everybody was talking shit about. Yeah. Yeah, I know there's something up, Mike. It's very feedbacky, isn't it? Is it still there? Let me see if I can fix that. Is it still there? I hope not, because that would suck for you guys. Oh. Okay, so I know what it is. I know what it is. Yeah, I fixed it. It's because I have my other camera that just uses the mic on the TV, and when the TV is muted, it's a good 4 feet away from me. So you kind of get the reverberation feedback from my other mic. It'll be fixed once the game starts. I promise. Or it won't. I don't know. So no, in all honesty though, like I don't get the love for these teams that go out and buy teams. I also don't get the hate that the Oilers have gotten. Oh, they're slow, they're old. Yeah, for a reason. Playoff built. I will take a Scory Perry. I will take an Arvidsson. Hell, the way Jeff Skinner's been playing, I will take Jeff Skinner going into the playoffs. But that's just me. Today he's bottom 6, but you never know next year, right? I know we've got enough because our roster is so much older this year. If you're noticing the signings of the players, that the Oilers are signing from overseas and in the NCAA, they're 20-something-year-olds to 24-year-olds. So next year we're gonna have a quicker, younger, more high-powered scoring team than we have this year. Again, this year was by design. This year it was cool to see. I loved what we did this year. We're not focusing on goal scoring. We're not focusing on fast tempo, run up the scores, beat you up on the scoreboard. We were focusing on, yes, let's get less goals scored against us so we don't have to score as many goals. And overall it worked. Yeah, and Brad Marchand too. Renegade, they also have Brad Marchand. You're not wrong, Nick. You're absolutely not wrong with that. I don't understand it. Like, you guys have the Toronto Maple Leafs, the biggest shit show of them all if you're asking me. Hello, good night. I hate that I can't record the game. That's the only thing I hate about streaming is I can't record. So I really have to pay attention during the game to catch the nuances. The Oilers look to round into postseason form as they prepare for their quest to return to the Stanley Cup. You're not wrong, man. Not wrong at all. So get ready, Edmonton, and every other fanatic across this country. Kings and the inevitable Oilers. One more time. It's Monday. It's hockey. It's on Prime. Sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry you've been sick. We didn't do a stream on Sunday night, so you didn't really miss anything on Sunday. To be honest with you, I was not available. You guys know the situation. I don't do streams on Sunday very often. And that's really going to hurt the playoffs. I'm John Portland. A pleasant good evening, everyone. It's been an absolute... Come playoff time, if there's a game on Sunday anywhere between 4 and 8, I won't be able to do the live stream, unfortunately. Just due to contractual organizations and other things going on in my life. You're not wrong, Renegade. So let's just put them out of their misery tonight. Let's. You know what the funny thing is? We win tonight, and we win on Wednesday. We take second place, and we get home ice advantage. That's a lot of ifs, ands, buts. But hey, I will take the ifs, ands, and buts above the other thing. Yeah, no, I do too, Nick. I like that. That's probably one good thing I like about it. I just hate that I can't record the prime streams. You know what I mean? Yep. When I go to games about an hour early, so I'm right on the glass. Hey, Northern, enjoy the game again, my lady. Man, that's great. That's great news. So yes, the Oilers have 99 points with 2 games remaining. The Kings have 101 points with 3 games remaining. We win this and we win Wednesday, it'll all come down to Thursday. LA, Calgary. Calgary's playoff hopes also come down to Thursday. LA, Calgary. If St. Louis loses tomorrow night against Utah, who is in action tonight, if somehow, some way Utah wins tomorrow against St. Louis, Calgary just has to win tomorrow and win on Thursday, and they're in the playoffs. I'm gonna buck the trend there, Renegade. I'm going. You're not wrong, Barbershop. You're absolutely not wrong about that. And I said that on. I joined a TikTok live earlier today, and I was asked a question by one of the guy's followers. What are my thoughts on the Oilers getting first, like, home ice advantage, and what are my thoughts on it? I point out, flat out said, well, look at the lineup tonight. Who's not in the lineup tonight against LA at home? That should tell you all you need to know about the Oilers not wanting home ice advantage. If they cared about home ice advantage, you'd see Draisaitl, you'd see Hyman, you'd see Hopkins, you'd see McDavid, you'd see Wallman. You would see all these star players. Yeah, they did. They got the point. That's the important thing. They got the point. So any loss by Columbus and Montreal makes the playoffs. I think Montreal, Calgary make it. And I know that's going to upset a lot of my viewers, but I think Montreal, Calgary are your final playoff roster. I think the Blues are frauds. I think they're a fraudulent team that rode a hot streak by playing really weak sub 500 teams. And it's don't get me wrong, it's no fault of their own. They didn't make the schedule, right? Like, I'm not talking shit to talk shit. They didn't make the schedule, right? Like, it's not their fault that just is the situation that was given to them. But don't let my facts hurt your feelings when I tell you that, right? Like, they're not a good team. They rode a streak of beating bad teams. You could say the same thing about the Oilers last year, right? We won a 16-game heater. Probably 9 of those 16 games were against bad teams. I'll admit it, but you still have to win those games. I don't prefer St. Louis at all. I think St. Louis is a shit show of a team. I think they're a shit show of organization, and I would care less if they didn't exist in the league anymore. That's just my opinion, obviously, but I think they're a clown show of an organization. Or as Wayne Gretzky said once about the New Jersey Devils, they're a Mickey Mouse organization. Right? All you got to do is win 16 in the playoffs, you win a cup. 16 wins, 26 games. Let the grind begin. Yeah, you're right, Noah. You're right. Oh, don't get me started on that, Nick. I could tell you stories, man. I could tell you stories for days on that. Oh. Family members took a big loss in investment money on that deal, to the point where Gary Bettman and the NHL was sued, and they lost a lot more than what the families lost. But we won't get in. It happens. That's why we play the game, right? Like, how do you lose to the Buffalo Sabres when you're a top-notch team? Right? Yeah, I forget you're American. I forget that you live on the south end of the 49th parallel. Which, hey, that's cool, man. I appreciate the hell out of you. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I could tell you guys backroom stories and backroom deals that were made and then not made and shaken on, put in writing, and then final hour Gary Bettman and his lawyer mentality, dirty deeds. That's why I do have a big disdain for Gary Bettman, and you guys, like, my vendetta with Gary Bettman is a lot further than just Oilers related. It runs deep. It's I think the worst thing the NHL could have done was have Gary Bettman continue being a commissioner of the NHL after the second lockout. One lockout, okay, that's unfortunate. Two lockouts, okay. Third lockout, uh, now you're getting into the do you still have your job territory. And then you see how biased the refs are, and you throw it all together, and it's like, how do you still have a job? I get you make some people a lot of money, but you cost a lot of others. Who'd you bet on tonight, Munchie? Preds? Oof. That's a tough one. Come on, Oilers, just one win. I'm not expecting. Right? It's all your fault, Matt. It's all your fucking fault, asshole. You and your big mouth and opinion. I wish I could tell you that I've never been this way. I just started being this way, but I've been this way since birth. I got a big mouth. But I also know when to back it up. If I say something and we're in public, I know when it's time to go. I'm not an idiot. Oh, come on. Let's get the game going, though. Holy smokesies. We're already at a late 8-11. Let's go. Drop the puck already. Nobody cares about Aaron Kempe, except for Aaron Kempe. Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît. Read the room, dummy. No. Like, I'm glad Gary Oh, dude. No joke. I am totally looking for. I'm about it. I hate that I know kind of what's going to happen already. I hate the fact that everything has already been written out. That's one thing I don't like about the WWE and how we have internet now. So everything is spoiled well in advance. But it's still exciting to watch. It really is romance for men. Or romantic comedy for men. Or a romantic movie, TV show for men. It really is. I don't mind it though. I'd rather watch wrestling than The Bachelorette any day of the week. Oh, I hate Will Ferrell so much. I think the guy is a clown that just needs to go into hibernation. Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. I'm with you. I am with you 100%. Uh, WrestleMania is gonna be huge, and I'm looking really forward to it. Come on, Batista. Right? Don't bother me. I'm watching my stories. I gotta get in Days of Our Lives. I don't even know if that show's still around, to be honest with you. I remember back in the day, my grandma, gotta watch my soaps. Like, what are you doing, Grandma? Watching my soaps. General Hospital, Days of Our Lives. What was the other one? As the World Turns. See, that's your problem, Renegades. You think Will Ferrell's awesome. It's he's a one-trick pony. That pony died 15 years ago, and he's still trying to ride it. He stopped being funny to me 15 years ago. To be honest, like, just, I don't know. He's got a dry sense of humor. He's not funny. I don't know. To me, he's just that guy that stayed too long and got too drunk. But hey, your personal preference, that's cool. Renegade, you're outdating yourself, man. Oh, that's awesome. Wow. Oh, the stories of my grandma. Watching my soaps. I'm playing in the living room ball hockey with the vents and a little sock puck with my mini sticks, and she's watching her soaps. I'm running back and forth in front of her. I can only run back and forth when there's commercial. Any other time, I got to be on my hands and knees and play in front of the TV that way. I miss my grandma. The innocence of our youth. As the world turns. Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Matt for OilersFanReaction. Puck drop is still 2-3 minutes away. Make some noise, says the announcer. Well, let's make some noise.
Oilers, 2 points for the Kings. They solidify home ice in round number 1. For the 4th consecutive year, these two will meet in the Stanley Cup playoffs to kick it off in just a few days. John Forslund, Shane Knighty, Thomas Hickey, Andy Pacillo. With Ed Nedfirk and Blake Bolden at the desk. Rogers Place, Edmonton, Alberta. The finale.
Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
It'll be Phil Deneau for the LA Kings.
Also, I have a question to ask you guys. Hey, how's it going, Epic?
Trevor Moore. Matthias Janmark for the Oilers. Sit back and enjoy. Prime Monday Night Hockey tonight from Edmonton. Off the draw. Janmark in control of it. Edmonton won last night in Winnipeg. Deneau taken down. The Kings played last on Saturday at home. 5-4 win over Colorado. Edmonton tonight.
What's up, Edmonton? How's it going?
Other players, including Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid, held out as precautions. Nurse with a shot, tipped high off the glass. And the Kings will track it down. Edmonton, due to cap constraints, also has 11 forwards, 1 below the limit, 6 defensemen dressed tonight. Mikey Anderson glides it all the way around.
Oh shit, what did I just do? For frigger fragger.
Brent Clark will go to work. He's tripped up, a penalty.
Oh god, that's not a penalty, man.
Bouchard will take
Yeah, LA referees tonight, folks. Enjoy the stream.
I'll take a look.
Holy fuck, can you fly a little further there, Cosminko?
And and that's who I was going to talk about tonight. You look at this line, Kuzmenko's coming in here, and he's been...
What a joke.
They didn't do much at the deadline, but they got him, and he has been a great add. He has added to their power play, which has been really good over the last 2 games, and he's been a nice complement piece for Kopitar and Kempe.
Yeah, this power play struggle, guys. But
and so it begins.
You're playing 5 forwards on the power play and just moved around so crisply.
They run a lot of their plays through number 96, so keep an eye on that. And you're right, Hicks.
Yeah, you guys are going to be way ahead of me. I'm in my basement, so I'm like wirelessly connected to my internet. So yeah, good luck. Hopefully.
Another 20-goal campaign.
Oh, that's awesome, Edmund. That's great to hear, man.
Laid along the boards now, the puck is available. Quentin Byfield gets after it. It's loose, free, and collected now by Adrian Kempe. From the half boards, it's Kopitar. He draws the attention of Edmonton's Connor Brown tonight. Game number 600 for him.
It is Connor Brown's 600th game in the NHL.
They'll look over coverage. Kopitar to the goal line. Kuzmenko flustered nicely by...
Again, I'm not expecting much from the Bakersfield Condors tonight against the LA Kings, but hey, Bakersfield Condors played against the Winnipeg Jets last night and won a game. One could say they dominated from start to finish.
Resets the play. He gets it back from Andrei Kuzmenko, and now Kopitar's pass deflected. He gets it back. Good stick by Connor Brown, and it comes out to center.
That's offside, way offside. Send it all the way back.
Well, the guy who broke up that
that's amazing, Edmund. I love that weather.
You'll notice there's only 11 forwards. Well, look at Brown. First line right now. He played with David the other day, but Knobloch said if anyone's taken advantage of all the extra ice time due to all the injuries, it's him. And how can we forget last year, Stanley Cup Finals, just how effective he was? Well, it's his time of the year. He's rounding into form.
Final push for LA here in the power play. Doughty.
Oh, I forgot to do that.
Flanked by Warren Fogle, having a career season after 20 goals with Edmonton last year.
Yeah, I'm so far behind.
Doughty with a shot, blocked in front, the rebound. It's back to Drew Doughty. He'll settle it.
The NHL app is ahead of me. That's how behind I am, guys. I can't do this. Landon, shut up. Like, dude. I sure hope LA wins this game. I can't do this stream, guys.
Even strength goal, and the Kings break the ice.
Well, what the Kings do
I'm so far behind. I just got the goal now.
Keep the play alive. That leads to more. Now you got a tired group. Here's the play behind.
Wow, I'm going to be so far behind the entire game.
The Oilers get the puck. Nurse can't clear it. As Moore's on it, watch this strength. He just takes this.
No, it's all good, guys. I hate Prime for that reason. Like, I'm so far behind. The NHL app is showing me everything before I can even react to it. And then you get stupid idiot LA fans in here thinking they're funny. Like, okay. LA better win this game. They have a full NHL roster against the Condors. If the LA Kings don't beat the Oilers by 5 goals tonight, the Kings are cooked in 4 games on Saturday for round 1. I will say this, and I will say this very proudly. If the Kings don't beat the Oilers by 5 or more tonight, the Kings are cooked in round 1. We're playing a bunch of fucking young guys. McDavid out. Ekholm out. Friedrich out. Kane out. Wallman out. Draisaitl out. Hyman out. Klingberg out. Stetcher out. Skinner not playing. How much more do you want? Glass is broken, by the way. Yeah, guess what? And of course, LA has to start Darcy Kemper, right? Yeah, we got to take it to the Oilers. Gotta suck it to the man. Kemper, you're a fucking embarrassment to all NHL goalies. Your career backup. But hey, I play for the LA Kings. I'm a good goalie now. I just don't get. I just love how the Kings are playing a full roster. No, I'm not saying he is, but he is definitely a piece that the Oilers could use. I get that he's not a regular, but we're still missing a lot of regulars that could be in the lineup and should be in the lineup tonight. But because we care more about what happens in game 83 than what happens in game 81. Good for you, LA. Win the game. The fact that you only scored 3 goals against the Oilers last game, hey, I'm just saying, if you, the LA Kings, cannot score 5 goals this game with the Oilers playing back-to-back with travel, you're embarrassing to the league. And I hope the Oilers trounce you in 4. Oh, he's going to get rightfully exposed in playoffs, and I'm all about it. Just a second. I did show it, man. Honest to goodness, I did. But yeah, I don't mind showing it again. This game is a wash anyways, and I'm so far behind. The league is probably gonna... It's probably already 2 or 3-0 for LA. I'm at 16:01.
That's scary for us.
Oh, he's always at his best. Yes, there's a lot.
Where the hell did I put the shirt?
For him is gets his first NHL game. And
right in front of me.
Right now, repairs going on.
Now,
what a hockey family it is.
They were talking to him this morning too, right? And they said, "What do you do well?" I said, "I can
check this
score
out,
some
guys.
goals." And he said it in a way that obviously wasn't arrogant at all.
It's a
but
beautiful Hawaiian shirt.
it seems like
Somehow he knew I liked beautiful Hawaiian shirts. Also, pay no attention to what's going on the backboard behind me. You see nothing back there. That's for a later video I'm doing later this week. But anyways, there you guys go. You got to see. I will wear it. I'm going to wear the shirt. The game is in Edmonton, yes. I'm going to wear the shirt on the next live stream against the San Jose Sharks. As we are in San Jose for the final game. So I'm going to go watch the... I'm going to wear it during that live stream so you can all see it in its glory. I'm very thankful for it. I like it.
Coming to a biome near you.
Oh my goodness. Broken glass, I guess, eh? So we just gotta hear all about it. Icing against the Oilers. Shots are 2-0 LA. Scores 1-0 LA. They scored on a power play. Yay. Or was it a regular? Yeah, the power play just finished.
They switched from the 1-3-1 when he came in last February.
But again, I digress.
Transition for them in the neutral zone.
That's cool. Yeah, no, I appreciate you, Janias.
They have been absolutely
I appreciate you, my friend. That's cool.
The first time in their franchise history.
Oh.
Wins at home. Doughty. Again, a win tonight solidifies home ice. Pickard will melt it down.
You better win tonight to solidify home ice. I tell you that much for free.
Oh, look at Calvin Pickard and Hitch. You talked a lot about him. You know him very well. A key piece here for the Oilers. And Stuart Skinner's their
Thoughts on
guy,
who Surrey Epic is?
Part of it. He was a big part of the run last year. He has that ability, well liked by his teammates with his veteran presence.
Yeah, and setting a career high this year in games played with the injuries to Stuart Skinner.
My thoughts on him, I'm not going to pretend to lie.
Talking to Pickard this morning, I mean, he just said,
I'm not even going to pretend to lie. I don't know anything about him except for he played.
Feels like he's in a rhythm, in a flow, a little bit less practicing and a little bit more playing.
I digress. Very right. I don't know enough about him to comment. All I know is he played in the Final Four for Boston University, and he looked okay. Like, he looks like he's going to shoot first, ask questions later.
Went down in last night's game. Puck is now cleared over the head.
Who's hurt?
He directed it out of play. We get a stoppage. 15:24 left.
Connor Brown's hurt?
Connor Brown took a stick right off that face.
Yeah, took a stick. I saw the slash. How's that not called? Because my name is referee Dum Dum number 1.
Watch as Fiala tries to shoot this puck off the draw. He misses and catches the right hand of Brown.
Yeah, he knew right away as he came down that he needed to take some time. And
I'm glad they're at least reminding players.
keeps growing for these guys. Let's hope Connor Brown's back. One thing to keep an eye on. Only 11 forward straps for the Oilers tonight.
I like how they keep reminding the viewers, guys, don't get too hyped. This game means nothing to Edmonton. This is not the Oilers we're going to see.
Most of the players, including McDavid and Draisaitl, should be ready in short order. In round 1 of the playoffs, the longest term appears to be Matthias Ekholm. That's a serious...
Ekholm will be back for round 2. Hopefully everybody enjoys it and knows it.
Comes to a halt, little pushing and shoving.
Yeah, that's one thing that I've heard about him. Is he definitely is that shoot first, ask questions later type of guy. And that's what the Oilers need. The Oilers are missing that one guy that won't pass an opportunity to put a shot on net. I think that's what's been hurting the Oilers this year is apparently the Oilers have a power play. Yeah, that's a penalty. What the hell are you doing in the bench? Did you honestly think you'd get away with that, you stupid fucking idiot? Good job, Deneau.
First power play of the game, or second, sorry.
Connor Brown. Hey, how's it going, Joe? Yeah, Connor Brown is in the locker room, took a slash on the fingers. Oh, yeah. I appreciate you showing up, man. I appreciate you showing up on your vacation, man. You guys are awesome. You guys are a very big reason why I do this day in, day out.
The first power play, Phil Deneau, who assisted on the goal by Fogle, along with Trevor Moore in the box.
Oh, no, don't shut up, man. I appreciate it. No, Munchie, don't. I don't care either way. I react the same way either way. Trust me. We have Northern in here that lives in the future. You say what you got to say. I love it.
They know they need to be better facing the Oilers. Special teams in playoffs. But that said,
yeah, I'm excited for what can happen. Like Kane's ready. That's going to be the biggest one to me, is Evander Kane game 1. And what he said in his interview today really, spoke volumes to me. I love what he said in his interview. I played last year on one leg. I'm feeling better than I did then. If that tells you... And that'll do for the Oilers' power play. Nurse gives it to Brown. Brown's back. Good to see. You got money on the Dodgers. I hope you bet the Dodgers to lose. I'm showing. They're going to win, obviously. They're the Dodgers. They never lose. Shots are 3-0 LA. Scores 1-0 LA. I mean, cool. Shot save made by Darcy Kemper.
Kemper way out to challenge, getting to the top of the blue paint. This takes away that shot from Skinner. From the Gavrikov, who's been a key part of this, Hicks.
Yeah, how about this?
Yes, Epic. Everybody's good to go for game 1. I am so excited for... Oh, by the way, guys, don't expect the game to happen on Saturday. You mean the day that the playoffs for the Oilers should start? It's not going to start till Sunday. Why? Because the Kings play on Thursday. They're going to make sure the Kings get that extra day of rest. So we're going to have a Sunday either matinee game or a Sunday night game. We're not going to see the Oilers on Saturday. Hey, Dan, how's it going? So if you guys are hoping for the Oilers to play a hockey night in Canada first weekend on Saturday night, don't hold your breath.
Alex LaFerriere, 3 points on Saturday, points in 4 straight, and it comes out to center. Here come the Oilers. Pitched in the zone by Max Jones. Out of the corner. It's picked up by Janmark. Emberson from the point, a wrist shot through traffic. Blocked. It's a flex high. Janmark now will drop it off. And it's taken over by Grant Clark. Aerial flip it through center. Deneen as LA changes. Puck Colson for the Oilers. They'll dump it in. Jordan Spence. Vlad Gavrikov.
11:51 left to go in the first period. Shots are 3-1 LA. 1-0 is the score. Yeah, hello.
We talked about Fiala coming into this game and just smart play. Sometimes there's
You're hoping for a Sunday matinee. I am on the fence about that because if it is, I might not be able to do the game depending on what time frame. Like I said, if it's any time between 4 and 8, I will not be available to do the stream. I'll miss game 1 of the playoffs on my live stream. That blows, eh? Kind of blows the chunks. Another penalty for LA. Holy crap. You guys are all a bunch of diving little pricks, eh? Dive here, dive there, dive. Fucking actors. Will Ferrell spent a lot of time in your locker room.
Created the most difficulty here, but keep an eye just to the side. Watch right here, Brown. Oh, yeah.
Whatever. Man, Malott, you felt like you got shot in a trailer park.
You mentioned that King's doing a good job with a little low to high. There's the
wow.
by Brown as Malott goes down, and Malott had it. Thought he scored.
Nothing, Big J. Absolutely fucking nothing needs to happen in the organization. If the Kings beat the Oilers, and that is a really huge if, nothing. There's absolutely nothing that needs to happen in the organization. And that's me being completely honest with you. The Oilers are fine.
Watch the new season now streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus.
Well, we were watching this morning. These Kings, after practice, it was Byfield, it was Kuzmenko, Fiala.
No, I'm not a preacher on Sundays.
Byfield on cue.
I am a religious man, but I'm not a preacher. Shots are 3-1 Edmonton, 10:50 left to go in the first period. That was honestly his last good movie. Pickard has to have that, though. He has to have that. Has to have that one. Two nothing LA over the Edmonton Condors. I sure hope that the LA Kings win this game. But the fact that you got a power play goal and one that was close to being a power play. The Oilers are on another penalty kill.
Power play almost 5 on a dice. Someone's in the middle, and it's often Byfield. What a season he's having in a career that continues to get better and better. The young high-pick prospect turned into a centerman now that Jim Miller can rely on.
I disagree, Joe. I completely disagree with that assessment. The Oilers are fine. Like, there's no big change that's happening for the Oilers in the offseason. So what, you need 3 power plays in the first period to beat an Edmonton Condor team? Congratulations, LA Kings. You can't just win on your own. You can't win on your own. You need all the help in the world to do it.
He comes right after Deneau, chased him up the ice. Deneau hit him just inside the Oilers zone before that.
Yeah, Deneau got away with another dirty, cheap shot.
Chased Deneau down and took the penalty, so the ones you don't like as a coach.
What a fucking joke.
And this is where it started. There's Deneau with a little hit along the wall.
Dirty hit.
Thought it might have been interference, but
Definitely interference. Get your pound of fresh. I don't care. Hey, if the LA Kings aren't fully healthy going into the playoffs, that's good for the Oilers. Why do you think the Oilers are not dressing an NHL lineup tonight? Has nothing to do with us being scared of LA. It's the fact that LA... Hey, it's the fact that LA has been trying to hurt the Oilers every year. So every year in the playoffs, LA has hurt an Oiler player in round one. Draisaitl, McDavid, Kane. Pro scouting may mean a shake-up, absolutely. But as far as players on and off the ice, no. As far as coaching change, no. As far as a GM situation, again, no. I think this is the Oilers team we're going to have next year with a lot more added depth. Huge save by Picard there. Faster. This team is going to get faster.
All sorts of problems for the Oilers. It's Byfield over and over again, right in the middle of the ice in front of Picker.
They are owning the slot, they being LA, now all the way across.
I sure hope LA is owning the slot, you stupid fuck. Like, they've got an NHL lineup going up against a preseason lineup of Condors. Good God, I sure hope LA wins this freaking period. Sometimes I just think announcers are dumb to be dumb. That's a trip. Didn't get called, though, did it? No, of course not.
I want to play by Kempe. There's one thing, the Kings 5 forwards, so play defense is Kempe, the last man. A little hip check there, gets it up upon Cole.
I'll shut up.
23 seconds on the power play.
Let him try, Big J. Let them try, Big J. Let them try.
Deneau out of the corner. Ferrier's pass will come out to center as we see.
Because we've got Kane, Trent Friedrich,
Bumped by Nurse. Fogle.
Sean. We got big guys now that will drop the gloves with LA if needed. Corey Perry.
Power play. Connor Brown's out. Mikey Anderson's shot stopped by Picker. It's controlled by Janmark.
I don't think LA's built that way anymore.
Territory, a reset here.
As they keep trying to tell us, we're not the same team as years past. I think you are the exact same team.
Period one.
This is going to be a fun playoff.
Just
series,
worse.
isn't it?
Absolutely. And now it's the Nurse and Janmark going after Fogle.
Well, they're going to call the stuff after the play, and they're staying honest to it. Jean Hebert and Wes McCauley.
Yes, Big J, yes. That's the beauty part about the Oilers. We're losing a lot of big money in the offseason. Because this game is really, really boring, and I'm really, really behind, and I hate seeing the fact that I'm so far behind. You're not wrong. Epic, you're not wrong. And I think if this game gets out of hand score-wise, you're absolutely going to see that. If this game gets out of hand score-wise for the LA Kings, you're going to see a very different Oilers squad. Sorry, you guys know I don't usually do this during my live streams, but I'm going to have fun tonight. Seeing as the game's on Prime, the league doesn't care about us fans, so why should we care about them? So here is next year's. I'm going to switch to next year, obviously, because this year is done. So next year's roster, we're going to lose Max Jones, Vasily Podkolzin, we're going to lose him. We're going to lose Corey Perry, Jeff Skinner, Connor Brown, Kasperi Kapanen, and Trent Friedrich. Matthias Ekholm, he is still with us for next year. Like, our decor is fine. Our decor is coming back next year. We're going to sign Evan Bouchard to the contract he wants, or free agents. Our goaltending situation is the same as this year. 2.6 for Skinner, $1 million for Picard. We're set there. The big improvement for next year, honestly, what's next year's salary cap? Sorry, guys. I'm going to go big page, big screen on this. The projected salary cap for next season. Wish I could do that for next season. 24-25. There. Projected cap for next season is $95 million. We're going to have $10 million next season. I honestly believe if you can get Mitch Marner to agree to a contract worth $9 to $10 million and say, hey, you've got a really good shot at making playoffs and going deep, come join us, it'll be worth it. But I think we won't, like, unless we do make a trade. Say we lose Hopkins. That's fine, we lose Hopkins. Lose Hopkins to get a Mitch Marner might be worth it, right? But yeah, we're going to have $10 million in cap space next year. And then the year after that, we're going to have $65 million, which we're not. We're going to be re-signing McDavid, obviously. Like I said, next season we've got Draisaitl, McDavid, Hyman, Kane, Hopkins, Arvidsson, Henrique, Matthias Janmark, Thomas Sarek, Max Jones, and Vasilevsky. Vasily Podkolzin next year. We lose Corey Perry, Jeff Skinner, Connor Brown. I think we re-signed Jeff Skinner to a less deal than 3, so we re-signed Jeff Skinner for 1.5. We let Corey Perry go because he's going to retire. Connor Brown, go. Kaspinen can go. Trent Friedrich, he could be a $1.5 million player, depending on how he does in playoffs. If he rips shit up in the playoffs, then hey, he's our. We'll sign him for a team-friendly deal there. But like I said, defense is still going to be the same, and goaltending is going to be the same. We're going to get younger, faster, better next season. To be honest with you guys. Yeah, Pod could be an interesting situation, right? Like that guy, 25 seconds left to go on the Oilers power play, still 2-0 LA. Shots are 8-5 for the LA Kings. I mean, do you want to call it a power play with half their power play unit not playing? I think that will be what happens, Epic, is Josh Brown will probably take out one of their star players. If the game gets ugly, obviously.
3 shots on the power play for the Oilers. 2 quickies, Warren Fogle and Quinton Byfield, the Kings youth, on full display.
You're unique, and your identity should be too. Help protect yourself with TELUS Online Security.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Nick. Not wrong at all.
Me with inspiration.
Don't ever look at my savings account. The dough doesn't
Oh,
rise.
man.
BMO has 2 simple ingredients to make your savings rise. Great interest rates and no monthly fees.
Yeah, that would do it all right.
Plus, good cash.
No, I don't think it'll be a 4 straight. I think the round 1 series is going to go 6 games. I honestly think the Oilers are going to win in 6. I don't see the Kings. A full Oilers healthy squad is going to destroy the Kings. Like, look at the score right now. It's 2-0. Yeah, okay, Oilers aren't getting anything done offensively. But I don't expect them to. This is where I'm going to be completely honest. I'm going to be completely frank with you guys. This score should not be close. The firepower that the Kings have right now and the defensive lack the Oilers have, this game should be 3-4, 5-0. By the end of this game, if I don't see a 7 spot put up by the Kings, they've got no shot in hell beating a healthy Edmonton Oilers team. I don't care. We're missing everybody that can score a goal in this lineup. All our high-power offense is pretty much sitting on the bench. If you can't muster more than 2 or 3 goals against this Oiler team, you're fucked in the playoffs. I don't care. You are fucked. Yeah, I wouldn't surprise them to keep Pod for with a really good deal. Hey, number 20 for Hudson. I just realized that. Number 20. I'm a big Wayne Gretzky fan, but I never cheered for them when they had Wayne Gretzky. I was very loyal to the Oil. You're not wrong, right? Although I think if they sign him at $3 million again next year, you're overpaying for him. I think if you can get him at 1.5, you've got a bargain, as Biz would say. 5:05 left in the first period. 2-0 LA. 8-6 of the shots.
And he can't win it yet. But next year, if he pulled it off tonight, they give it to him in Montreal.
Barbershop, I wish I could watch the LA stream. I really wish I could. Because I'd really like to hear a non-bias. Ooh. I would really love to see Brock Besser in Edmonton. Another pure goal scorer. Another guy that shoots first, passes later. That I would love to see. I don't know if his contract would allow it, though. Would he be willing to take 8, 9? If he's willing to take 8 or 9 milli, absolutely. But I think what the Oilers are doing, and I'm going to be 100% like clairvoyant here. I'll be very open here, guys. Like I said, this stream is rough being this far behind because I see what's happening going on my screen over here before I find out what's going on live streaming over here. So, we have signed a lot of European players for a lot of team-friendly contract that will play next year in Edmonton. Where will they play? I have no idea, but I know they will play for the Oilers next year. We just signed another one, Otto Luukkonen. I can't say his last name. I haven't been able to catch my breath on who he is, where he's from, what he is. All I know is he led the Finnish league in goals. So again, we've got another forward that scores goals. I think the Oilers realized this year that we were lacking a lot of depth scoring. Good on them for realizing it, and they've addressed the situation. Adding Hudson, adding the Swedish dude, now adding the Finnish dude. I love it. I am very big on European players when they come over. Some work, some don't, and I hate the fact that you pop up so freaking much. You're not wrong, Nick. If Marner came to Edmonton, the center of the universe would explode. I don't see. Oh man, I'll come back to that. I like the Campbell move. The Campbell move would have worked. I can't hate on the Campbell move. Oilers back on the power play. I mean, come on, Edmonton. I mean, can you call it a power play? I didn't mind the Campbell move. I liked it, except for the fact that he just... That could have went either way. And I hate us as fans. Always second guess and always critique. But we're critiquing from a 50-yard line after we've seen what happened. In the moment, in the time that it happened, I love the green deal. I love the fact that we got Campbell. But we can't use the hindsight of, well, now. Oh my God! You gotta score that, RV! Oh, Arvidsson, you gotta score that. That needs to be in the back of the net. Oh.
Under 3 minutes left in the first period.
I disagree with you there, Janias. I think you need a lot more than McDavid, Leon, and picks. Nurse, big save by Kemper. No, there's no tank for McKenna. That would be stupid. Good night, Munchie. You don't think McDavid already has restructured his deal to help the team? Without speaking out of school, I'm going to tell you guys this. There's already a contract done for McDavid. It is very much team friendly. It is very much team friendly. It is an 8-year contract. It is very much team friendly. You guys throw a number at me. 8 years, how much per year do you think Connor McDavid signed his contract for? Over or under? I'll give you an over or under. Over 10? under $25 million per year. But Matthews is not leaving Toronto.
Kemper with a couple of huge saves, that deflection off his own D-man. Anderson, a reaction save, and then the big one on Nurse off the rush.
I get you, Barbershop. I'd rather have Mitch over Matthews. I don't like that Matthews is a one-way player. I have no respect for a guy that cares more about not getting 70 than losing Game 7 in round 1. King score again. Woohoo. Good for you. Good for you, LA. Yay, let's celebrate like we won something. I hope the Oilers do fucking take you guys out in 4. I hope the Oilers just trounce you guys in 4 and you guys can go back to fucking sucking like you always do. No, BJ. Big J. The Kings aren't resting anyone. That's the fucking problem. The LA Kings think they're doing something. They think they're doing something. The LA Kings think they're accomplishing something by beating a Condor team. It's a fucking joke and a half. Renegade, the problem... No, Echo's not a problem because we have Wallman. I think if we didn't have Wallman, I'd be more concerned. But the fact that we do have Wallman, who will be healthy Game 1, Round 1 of the playoffs. And this is where you're going to see the Oilers start just fucking taking control. I think you're going to see an LA player hurt this game.
A bit of a preview to what these two teams are going to see here in a short time in the first round.
I get that, Nick, and it hasn't worked out. It hasn't worked out at all.
Talked about the Kings. They changed the system under Jim Hiller. They've really gotten used to 1-2-2. That forces
I agree with you, Epic. I'm with you, but at what cost? What top 4 defenseman is out there? I will caveat this. What top 4 defenseman is out there that wants to play in Canada? Sit in the box, you fucking goon. It's 3-0 LA. Oilers back on the power play. I mean, we're getting the chances, but we don't have firepower out there. We could be on a power play the entire game, and it isn't going to fucking matter. We don't have the elite skill guys out there right now. And the Oilers have done that. Like, the Oilers have done that. You have to know what's in the system. In the system for defensive prospects is coming. I am loving what the Oilers have built in the system. And I don't understand why people trounce it and make fun of it and are upset. Like, I guess I watch way too much hockey and I know way too much about this team. It's coming. You're not wrong, Renegade. He tried. He absolutely tried. Oilers are winning this series in 5. 5 or 6. I honestly don't see this LA team beating an actual healthy Oilers team. It's just not happening. No. Icing against the Oilers. I disagree, Munchie. I like the move by the Blue Jays. It shows loyalty. Just a second. So more Cahoons. No, Jodes, you're absolutely wrong on that. Like, I hate that you're saying that. Like, it really irritates the fucking hell out of me that you have no idea who these players are or what these players are. And you're only taking 3 guys. Why don't you take the other 15 fucking Europeans that have worked for the Oilers? No, we got to nitpick, cherry pick the bad ones. It irritates me that fans of any fan base does that and fucking piss me off with this shit. So, I hate the fact that we cherry pick the bad moves that a team makes, but we don't acknowledge the good ones that the team makes. That irritates the fucking hell out of me when fans do that. Who was a Euro player that actually made an impact? Matthias Ekholm, Leon Draisaitl, Arvidsson has made an impact. I can give a list for days of ones that have hit compared to the ones that haven't. Yuri Curry. Dude, you can't nitpick at the 3 or 4 that didn't work when I can give you an example of 8 to 10 that did. I get what you're saying, but you can't be that way at all. Until you've seen these guys actually play, may it be in a video or a game or any type of thing, please reserve your comments. I've actually watched these kids play. And what this next crop of Europeans is, and I will caveat all of this. It's intermission time, apparently. I will caveat all of this by saying these aren't just European kids. These are European kids with Canadian background, Canadian hockey background. They've played in Canada. Some of them were born in Canada. Some of them have dual citizenship, Canadian-German, Canadian-Swiss, Canadian-Finnish. I get your argument, but you have to hear what I'm saying. This crop that we just signed this year's offseason will surprise you. They are faster, they are bigger, and they will be like, wow, okay, we are going in the right direction. I agree with you, Epic. I would love for them to add a top 4 defenseman, but again, at what price and what name wants to come to Canada? Joe, I don't get it. I don't get your negativity 95% of the time, dude. I couldn't. I don't. I'm not going to pretend to understand your negativity, and I don't know, man. You be you, I guess. I understand what Bowman and Jackson are doing, and I understand why they're doing it, and I understand why they built this roster to be a fucking playoff team. You don't build a team for 82 games that don't fucking matter. You build a team for 26 that does. What has this team done in the last 5 games to show you that I'm wrong? Before tonight, what has this team done in the last 5 games before I'm wrong? Nothing. All those big bodies, slow bodies, big bodies that everybody's talking about, what have they done for the last 5 games when the game matters? Also, playoff time. What happens in the playoffs? Riddle me this, Batman. What happens in the playoffs? Does the game get faster? Everybody goes at Mach speed? No. The game gets more methodical. It slows down. It helps the veterans who are smart and hockey knowledge IQ is through the roof. Playoff time, the space of speed slows down, helps the Oilers roster out pretty freaking heavily. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. I don't care. Criticize the goalie. Say what you want. If you guys really feel like our goalie tandem's so fucking bad, go be a fan of another team and see how bad goalies really are. Ooh, geez. Vibrate City. Yeah. I will caveat a lot of this, because I will get to your numbers. I'm still kind of pretty far ahead in the scrolling situation. I'll get to your numbers that I saw. Oh, I don't disagree. 15.5, 1 million under max. What is going to be max contract? He'll take 16.5. Yeah, I like the Vladdy contract to be honest with you. Oilers in 6, Leaf fan. No offense. Yeah, you're not wrong, Epic. And that's one thing. That's one thing I have talked about. So his contract. Are you guys ready for his contract? It's less than 18. 8 years, less than 18. Had he decided, and I'm not going to speak out of school. Let's say that what I know, I don't know. Let's say he says, you know what, I've had enough. I don't want to play in Edmonton anymore. I'll play out my contract. You guys can decide if you want to trade me next season at the trade deadline or let me walk and go to free agency. He tests free agency. He's getting 20 million, 21 million, like that. He's going to make considerably less to stay in Edmonton. Draisaitl signed his contract for what he did, knowing that McDavid would do the same. We don't have Draisaitl sign that contract unless he knows McDavid's staying too. Let's be honest. Where McDavid goes, Draisaitl's most likely to follow. But I agree, Epic. I do wish that Bakersfield, the AHL team for the Oilers, was closer to Edmonton. But I do like the fact that they do have a fan base and they do have good attendance and they do take care of our guys. That said, I wish they played in Edmonton. 2-1 right now. We've lost 2 games, 1-1. It looks like we're going to lose 3 games. But again, we played 2 of our games against them without a full roster. For what it's worth. That's what I mean. I love the fact that the Condors hockey is so great for the organization. But just travel-wise. He fed it to Nice because he had to. But I don't see that. I still see a guy that wants to score more than pass. No, and that's why I love the fact that they are in Bakersfield. But again, it'd just be nicer. It would be nice to have them closer to Edmonton. Like every other Canadian team has theirs in Canada. We are the only Canadian team that doesn't have our AHL team in Canada. That's kind of a hindrance to us, but again, I understand the logistics of it. Are they eliminated yet? No, not that I know of. Great Canadian, William Nylander born, right? William Nylander, great Canadian. Yeah, no, I obviously do have inside track on some things, guys, and it boggles my mind how Oiler fans are nowadays. Maybe I'm just doing this has made me realize how bad of a fan base we have. You're not wrong, Joe. You're not wrong, and that's why it's not going to happen. That is why McDavid has already signed a contract. He just needs to sign it. There's to my knowledge, there's already a contract written up for Connor McDavid. He just needs to sign it. And guys, don't freak out if July 1st he doesn't sign the contract. Don't be surprised if July 1st rolls around and he hasn't signed the contract for an extension. Don't start panicking thinking he's not going to sign. Anywhoosies, let's talk about the out-of-town scoreboard because nothing in the NHL matters today. Tomorrow's game for the St. Louis Blues, that game matters. If the Blues win, Calgary is out. All the Blues need to do is get 1 point. They lose in overtime, Calgary is out. So, yeah, let's talk about tomorrow's games because those are kind of something to talk about. 4-on-4 right now heading into the second period. Again, I'm expecting the Kings to score 7. Joe, I was expecting a blowout coming into this game when I saw the lineup. I was expecting the blowout. Warren Fogle, you're a piece of shit and nobody likes you. You left because you didn't want to play in the shadow of McDavid Draisaitl anymore. I'll be real with you guys. That's why he left. Any whoosies. Yeah, celebrate like you did something, you freaking retard. 3-0 Kings over the Oilers after 1. 15 minutes left to go in the second period. Sharks 1, Canucks nothing. Make it a final. Chicago 4, Canadiens 3 in a shootout. Detroit beats the Dallas Stars 6-4. The Rangers beat the Panthers 5-3. The Utah Hockey Club, who plays the Blues tomorrow night, beats the Predators 7-3. By the way, guys, I'm looking forward to the Pittsburgh Penguins' new uniforms next year. There's a few uniforms I'm looking forward to. That's awesome to hear, bud. That's awesome to hear that Dodgers are up. I'm happy that you make money. Let me be kind of frank with y'alls. It's comical to me just a second, that there's jerseys next year that I want to buy. I'm looking forward to the Pittsburgh Penguin jersey next year, the Utah Mammoth jersey next year. I don't really care for the outdoor classic jerseys. Like, they're being held in Florida. How cool can they possibly be? There's other teams that are getting jerseys next year. Edmonton Oilers. I may have to shell out some money to get that jersey next year. 2 of them, to be in fact. Because I can't just buy one for myself. I got to buy one for the wife upstairs, too. Yeah. Oilers are going to have an alternate jersey next year that's going to surprise a lot of people. I like the look of it. I very much appreciate what they've done. It's a color scheme you guys have never seen before. Together, at least. Yeah. I love how they're talking about odds to win the Stanley Cup amongst Western Conference teams. And still the Oilers are up there in the top 3. Well, top 4. No respect on the Oilers, though. Like, I love these people that have no respect on Oilers doing anything. This team isn't last year's team. Yeah, no shit. They're better. They're better and they're going to be rested. That should scare people, to be honest with you. That should scare people that we're resting all our top guys for round 1. But hey, could end up backfiring too, right? Could all come crashing down on the Oilers. Could go either way. Could be good, could be bad. Oh. Like I said, if the Kings don't beat the Oilers by at least 4 or 5 goals today, I would be worried about LA in round 1. I'd be worried for LA, sorry. Very worried for the LA Kings. Yeah, I love that old Kings jersey. Just simple silver and black. I like when they had the actual king on their jerseys for a while. That was a really slick look to me as well. We, of course, are playing in the Alberta capital of Edmonton, Alberta. 3-0 LA after 1. I mean, did you expect anything different? If you did, I don't know what to tell you. You haven't been paying attention. Yeah, Jerry Jones needs to give up the reins of that team. That's... I think once Jerry Jones dies, that team is going to be more competitive. I disagree, Barbershop. Oilers win the cup. I think he stays and becomes hungry for a second one. If the Oilers win the cup this year, I would not even notion the fact that he leaves. Because the plan all along was to win more. Yes, if the Blues lose tomorrow and the Flames win tomorrow, the Flames are in. Because the Flames will have one game against LA. Now, the reason why I don't think the game will happen on Saturday is because the Kings play on Thursday. Unless the NHL thinks, hey, giving them 2 days rest instead of 3 is good, then I honestly full-heartedly believe that we're going to see Oilers Kings on Sunday. I've been wrong before. Lord knows I've been wrong before. And that's the best thing about it, is being wrong. But yes, if the Blues lose tomorrow to the Utah Mammoth, and the Flames win tomorrow, let me double check to see who the Flames play tomorrow. You're going to find out with me, ladies and gentlemen. Again, my name is Matt for OilersFanReaction. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. There's 10 games on the schedule tomorrow. Oh, that's going to be tough for St. Louis. Their game starts an hour before the Golden Knights Flames game. You don't think Vegas is going to rest people? Yeah, Fanatics is still making the jerseys, yep. Unfortunately for us consumers, Fanatics is still making the jerseys. But apparently there was great outpour on how great the jerseys were this year. I don't believe a damn word of that, but that's just me. So yes, the Blues, Utah is at... Ooh, that's going to be me on my laptop tomorrow. At 6 o'clock Mountain, Blues versus Utah. Blues need to win. And if the Flames beat the Golden Knights... If the Flames beat the Golden Knights, that Thursday game against LA means everything. But let's just say the Blues beat Utah tomorrow. Let's play that devil advocate. Blues beat Utah tomorrow. Do you play that game on Thursday? No, I don't think he'll leave either. I think he likes Edmonton a lot more than people think he does. I think he's put down roots here in Edmonton.
Support in your hard work. Drew Doughty through center. Laid along now. Phil Deneau with a shot. Protected easily by...
I think his roots are now planted in Edmonton.
Quentin Byfield will be out in 37 seconds for the Kings, and now it's drawn back by Jeff Skinner through center.
Yeah, they are garbage.
Marshall 2-on-1, Nurse out in front, sticks in.
Yes. And that's why, depending on the Blues game, do you play the game on Thursday? No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Joe. Anything but Fanatics. But this is who they went with, so that's...
He's back at 6 seconds. Kempe to the outside. side on Jake Kopitar. He'll wind it along the kick blade and all the way here for Kevin Fiala. Kuzmenko, Byfield out of the box. Abbreviated power play for the Kings. Each team had 4 power plays in period 1. Kempe. Fiala denied by Pickard.
Big save by Calvin Picks.
What a pass by Kempe through the seam to Fiala for that little sauce pack pass landing.
Yeah,
Just in time
like.
for Fiala, a good shot.
But there's the thing: if St. Louis wins tomorrow, do you play that game on Thursday? Does that game really matter to anybody? Especially with LA winning this game tonight, they've already got that second place clinched. They can't catch Vegas. Do they just say, you guys played 81 games, sorry the fire kind of stopped you from playing game 82? Or do the Kings risk it and risk players getting hurt against a team that is bitter about not making playoffs? Could Calgary do the Oilers a favor? Imagine. You know what? I'm going to play devil's advocate. Imagine. Calgary has to play LA on Thursday. And they don't give a fuck. They are out there just running bodies, taking names, hurting people. You don't think the Flames would do that for the Oilers? You don't think the Flames would take a few extra liberties? Liberty. Bet you they would. That's why I think Gary Bettman better be smart. If St. Louis wins tomorrow, you don't play that game Thursday. That's where Gary Bettman, the NHL, has to use a brain and be like, this game means nothing. LA's got second place clinched. Calgary's not making the playoffs. Let's just call it a wash. That's what I would do if I was in charge of the league. I would go out of my way to make sure that bad injuries didn't happen.
Gavrikov, 3 goal scorers tonight for LA. He along with Warren Fogle, Quentin Byfield. Kulak kicked in the zone by Max Jones. Kemper leaves it there for Doughty. Off the boards, Trevor Moore. A long pass unattainable for Phil Deneau. Icing is called here.
Yes, they do.
FanDuel is the home of the NHL's same-game parlay. Make every prime Monday night hockey moment more.
The dirtiest player of them all, Nazem Kadri.
I'm going to miss those weeks all summer now. Shot goes wide from Kulak.
Oh, absolutely. The Flames got some tough characters. How do you think they're still in it so far? They've got some gamers in that lineup. Good hit by Josh Brown. There we go, bud. Use that big strength. Use that fuck you energy. 16 and a half minutes left to go in the second period.
Turcotte recognizes right in the last second, able to pull up as Brown had him lined up.
3-0 LA.
That's what I like to see that from Turcotte too, just the awareness. I mean, this is a young guy taken extremely high in the draft, and he struggled with injuries.
Shots are 14-9 for LA. Scores 3-0. And like I said, if you guys were expecting an Oiler win tonight, you haven't been paying attention. I'm the biggest Oiler homer there is, and I kind of put this as L in the column.
Turcotte, 5th overall pick in 2019. Ferrier. Byfield can't get out. Cleared off the blocker of Kemper that time by Kapanen. Hudson. Quinn Hudson takes it back. Communicates with Emerson. He'll get back in his own zone and pick it up. 4 minutes gone in the second period. Oilers down by 3. Kings need a win. They get home ice in round 1. Byfield tracks it to the slot.
Oh, I agree with you. Coleman is definitely way dirtier than Kadri.
Edmonton will swing it out to center. Gavrikov. Puck is loose, picked up by Fiala.
Dirty getting caught and dirty being dirty are two different things. What he does with the back end of his stick is very dirty. And they don't get caught. Players don't get caught using the butt end of their stick like they used to.
Swatted at by Max Jones. Jordan Spence. Kopitar turned over. The Oilers now reorganized.
No. I would assume we're not playing a full lineup against San Jose either. If we weren't willing to play a full lineup in Edmonton against LA, if I was a betting man, I'd bet you're going to see another preseason Condor lineup on Wednesday. Even though they're all available to play, I would be a betting man and say no. Could be wrong though. I've been wrong before. Nurse shot saved by Kempe. I mean, when you're taking shots from the half-wall blue line, I sure hope the goalie saves it.
Well, Gavrikoff's been noticeable in this game.
Just the fact that Gavrikov thinks, yeah, this game's in Edmonton and they didn't play anybody, so that should tell you everything you need to know about what this Oilers team thinks about 82 regular season games.
Talked about his personality, all the things he's doing defensively, but offensively as well.
They mean not a thing. And I hate to be that guy to burst a lot of fans' bubbles, but 82 game regular seasons don't mean shit. When you're a perennial playoff team and you don't care where you end up as far as playoffs, whether you're first or eighth,
Jackets still hanging in there through center. No, now will lay it along the boards. Vogel out of the corner.
Nope.
Warren Vogel, a 2-point game so far. Quinn Hudson.
Talking about Warren Vogel in his 2-point game. Yeah, do it in playoffs. Not going to happen.
Taken down by Grant Clark. Loose along the boards. Good play by Trevor Moore to get it out.
Yeah, usually it's 7 o'clock starts Edmonton local time, but because this game was on Prime and they wanted to have the doubleheader on Prime for the Chicago-Montreal first game, they pushed this start time back. Gotta make Prime viewers happy.
Excellent hand-eye. This way, puck is manned by Nugent Hopkins. Skinner out in front. Brown with a shot stopped by Kemper. He'll get a stoppage. 13:39 left to go in the second period.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely, Joe. I completely understand what you're saying. My friend, I was a season ticket holder for years, and this is what I tell people that I know that are still season ticket holders. You're upset by the prices. You're upset by the product on the ice some nights when the team doesn't give a shit. You know how you make that stop? Stop going. You know how you make a difference? You don't renew your $10,000, $30,000 season seats. You go to your season ticket holder meeting and show your frustration verbally and physically to Daryl Cates and Stan Bowman and Jeff Jackson and Wayne Gretzky. Oops, shit, I shouldn't have said that name. Anyways, you go and you tell your thoughts to these guys in the season ticket holder meetings that we have 3 times a year. You let them know your frustration. You take away their money and you hurt their bottom line, you bet your ass they will listen. And that is the problem with the fan. Oh, we don't like you guys. We hate you guys. But yet we go buy their jerseys. We go buy their pennants. We go buy their t-shirts, their hats. We buy their product. The second we stop spending our money on their product will get better. It'll force them to get better or lose out. Now, I know that's easier said than done because some people do enjoy going to games, enjoy the live experience. I am one of those people. That's why I would only go to rivalry games. Division rival games between December and March. Because October doesn't matter to this team and April doesn't matter to the February. You know what I mean? Oh, that's good, Munchie. That's awesome. But yeah, no, you guys understand what I'm saying, though, right? Like, we want to really take it to the league, more specifically Oiler-related, then don't go to games. Don't buy merch. That's the best way to stick it to teams and corporations. Calvin Pickard with another big save on a breakaway. Like I said, who's your starting goalie for game one? I honestly don't think you can go wrong with either of them. You take Pickard, cool. He earned it. He deserved it. You take Skinner, I wouldn't be upset by that either. You go with you go with whatever you think will get you in. Hey, how's it going, buddy? 3-0 LA, 12 minutes left to go in the second period. Shots are 15-11 for LA. Oilers.
LA now with the chance to maybe put this one away or something close to it.
Why did OBS Studio disconnect? What is...
Power play number 5.
Wow, my computer just went. No. Yeah, it's me.
Sends it back. Adrian Kempe. One-timer Fiala. A bullet by Kevin Fiala. 4-0 Kings.
Power play goal. Wow. Good for the Kings. Good for the Kings. Good for the Kings. I mean, dude, we're playing Condor players right now. We've got the Edmonton Condors out there. We have a preseason lineup. They have their top guys. If the score's not 7-0 by the end of this game, like I said, if this game isn't a blowout, I'd be worried about it. Sorry guys, my computer went all laggy. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Goal number 2 for the Kings. Trevor Moore, shoved by Darnell Nurse. Out of the formation.
I just want the Oilers to score 1. I don't even care if they win or lose. Beat San Jose on Wednesday.
Defending in front that time was Puck Colson, who has the puck. Through center, Janmark, and now Bouchard. The silly Puck Colson. Janmark shot denied by Kemper. Down low, Arvidsson. Bouchard, Janmark off a body wide. Puck Colson was taken down. It's a tripping call. Now Edmonton to the power play and more rough stuff.
Fogle, you're a fucking idiot.
Kemper's gonna get the call.
You're a fucking idiot, Fogle. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully it's fixed now.
It's getting interesting.
I hope it's all fixed.
This game.
I'm wondering if something proceeded to play between Puck Colson and Clark, because I mean he had it out for him as Clark comes off right now. He took a couple to the face.
I don't want to play in Edmonton
it's
anymore.
Getting hot, and I think for Edmonton, feeling a little embarrassed here, understanding there's a lot of hockey, seeing these guys coming up. I don't want to play in Edmonton anymore. I don't get to play top end minutes. I'm behind Draisaitl and McDavid all the time. Wah. Fucking pussy.
Trips up Puck Colson in front. So the Oilers were going to the power play, and that's where he started. Puck Colson a little push.
Sorry guys, my stream's back tonight.
And they kind of got together after he was tripped up, and right now you can see McCauley trying to sort this out.
Of course they evened it up, right?
Whether it's a
What a
power
bunch of
play for
idiots.
somebody, if it's going to be evened up. But let's take another look at that power play goal by the Kings. And I want you to watch Adrian Kempe and Fiala. It's two guys up top. So the lane, the Fiala, the ice that he takes right here. As the forward comes out, he thinks he's in the lane, but really he's not, because Fiala drifted over to the dot and found that perfect spot. That's all time by Fiala finding the space, and Kempe disguising it with his eyes to get the forward out of position. But you see the admiration from that feed, and what a finish that was.
Oh, it really was. And said Fiala, already career numbers, adds to it with his 35 goals now for Fiala. And look at what he's been.
Am I still being laggy?
Power play. An area the Kings wanted to get better, and they've really started to click here as of late. He's got such a good release. That one from out high. But his ability to move around. You see where he just scored his goal from the wing. That one in the slot. So the ability to do it different ways. As the look at the latest one past Pickard.
He's always had that talent, right? But he's worked hard at other facets of his game.
And that's the biggest thing. You know, Jim Hiller talked about it as part of a project this summer. And he did it the right way. I think Hiller's good at having conversations with his players, getting them to understand, this is how I need it. You know, explain that you've got to play more well.
Not when the board was made, but when...
So much more valuable to this team. The details
You're playing 3 games in 4 nights right now. Like, we can't underestimate this. The Oilers are playing 3 games in 4 nights, 7 games in 9 nights. Like, let's be 100% real with everybody. Like, the Kings haven't played. They played on Saturday. Woohoo! Like, the best thing the Oilers can hope for is that the league isn't gonna protect LA and have the game on Saturday night. Edmonton, LA, Saturday night. Okay, cool. I'm glad that we're back. Man, that was frustrating. That's the best we can do. Have the game Saturday night in LA.
Goalie tripping. 92 and 37, 2 minutes each for roughing. Edmonton, 92, 4 minutes for roughing, and a 10-minute misconduct. Power play, Edmonton.
They threw the book at Podkolzin. Are you serious right now?
Podkolzin kind of puts him in a chokehold, maybe. I'm not. So he got 4.
Good to see Podkolzin. That is good to see Podkolzin do that. I don't care. I am a fan of that. Pods, keep that up. Keep that energy up in the playoffs, my friend. Let's go. Fogle, shut your mouth. I'm so sick of seeing former Oilers talk big when they're not in an Oiler uniform. But you're fucking silent the entire time you wore an Oiler uniform. Silent as the fucking grave. Holloway went out and started hitting everybody in St. Louis. Couldn't get more than 5 hits a year out of him, but in Edmonton. Ugh. Like I said, Oilers power play, not really much of a power play when you have nobody out there that can bury the puck. 2-on-1 for LA on the PK. What a big play by Bouchard.
That's a great slide by Bouchard.
Well timed to take away that pass. Kempe looking for Kopitar.
Evan Bouchard will quarterback this power play. He'll move it back. 120 left in it. Along the wall, Perry denied, broken up. Trevor Morse slams it ahead for Quinton Byfield. Here he comes, short-handed. He'll forge it to the corner. Kill more time. Bouchard brings it out. Just about halfway through the game. Edmonton down by 4.
They just can't get.
Yeah, when I seen who was not in the lineup, this game is exactly how it should be going. It should be worse for LA's favor, to be completely honest with you. But again, I'm not worried about LA in round 1. Just like I'm not worried about Minnesota in round 2. Nor am I worried about Colorado, Dallas, or Winnipeg in round 3. Who's my Eastern Conference team to make it all the way? Stay tuned for the playoff video coming up later this week, and you will know. The answer may shock you.
it. Here it comes. Blocked in front. Going down, blocking that shot. Loading it up, Mikey Anderson. Vogel has returned. Even turns on the ice. The Kings pick it off. Byfield with Vogel, 2-on-2. Byfield tracks and shoots it, denied by Pickard. LaFerriere checked by Kapanen. Vogel out of the corner. At it. He gets it back to Fiala on a change. Sends it all the way around for Vinci Spence, who pays a heavy price. Laid out by Max Jones. Puck is free. Fiala losing control. Brown pressed by Kuzmenko. Low to high play. Gavrikov slapping one. It redirects. And it's swallowed up by Cal Pickard. 8:34 left.
No, Florida's not making it. Florida's out in round one. Florida's not getting by Tampa Bay. I will say that with all honesty. Florida is not getting out of round one. Yeah, I hate this playoff format. Well, let's put it this way. The East is fucked. You're the number 1 team in the East. You're playing the number 8. But then you're the number 2 playing the number 6. And the number 3 is going to play the number 4. The number 5 is going to play the number 7. It's messed, man. It's like, make it make sense. No, it's not going to be the Panthers. It will be a team. I'm saying it's either going to be A, Carolina. Ooh, shocker. Or I'm going to go off the board and say Ottawa. I disagree. They haven't always been a strong playoff team. It's just recently they've become a strong playoff team. But hey, I'm glad you feel you think they've always been a strong playoff team. I mean, they figured out how to use the illegal cap space they have to their advantage. I'll give them that much. I'll give them credit for that. They figured out how to cheat and use that illegal cap space Tampa Bay has been using for the last decade.
Here's the anticipation on the wall. Quick little attack on Brown, and then the support by Deneau as they clear that puck, and then the block shots by Anderson in front. Takes that one right off the back of the leg as a shot by Kulak drops Anderson in front, but paying the price, able to shake it off back in the Kings.
I guess that's part of the biases we have, seeing Florida get to 2 cup finals. But we forget before that they've been round 1 and out. 1 and done, 2 and done teams. I think Ottawa beats Toronto in 7. To be honest with you, I think Ottawa beats Toronto in 7. I think Montreal beats Washington in 6. Carolina takes care of New Jersey in 5. Tampa beats Florida in 7. That's how I think round 1 will go.
Watch where he rolls right up high as Spence takes it to the middle. That opens up the shot. And a good job by Pickard getting out of traffic to make the glove save.
And there's a look at Jim Hiller. I mean, we've talked about the improvements from this team. What a job he's done, and I think it's tougher when...
Thankfully for Toronto, they're not facing Boston. Unfortunately, they got a really red-hot Ottawa team to go up against. They should be facing New Jersey. To be honest with you, Toronto should be facing number 7 New Jersey. But Gary likes this way.
Consideration, I'm sure, for Coach of the Year. No doubt. Through the slot. Through center, it's knocked down by Clark. Skinner drops it off. Pinned in by Janmark. Clark run into by Arvidsson. Shortening up on his stick, Nurse. Andre Kuzmenko back out.
Sorry to hear that, man. Never want to hear that somebody gets beat up in a different city. Power play, LA.
The Stanley Cup
Can they score on it again?
Challenge presented by Skip is back. You could win a trip to a 2025-26 NHL event. Sign up today at nhl.com/bracket. Here we go again, guys. Special teams in full force.
Wow.
The penalties aren't over here as Corey Perry just got a 10. He got teed up by Wes McCauley. They were having an exchange, two veteran guys. And you look at the hook right there, that's Skinner. He wasn't happy about it, but I think he's going to goad Perry off the bench here to go in the box because, yeah,
Wes McCauley just gave Corey Perry a 10-minute game misconduct. Wes McCauley, you soft fucking baby shit ref. Holy fuck, ref. Like I said, LA, you're going to get fucking trounced in 4 games. Stupid fucking fan base. Corey Perry fucking doing what he should do. Stick up for your teammates. Wes McCauley, you soft as baby shit fucking referee. Just retire, you fucking idiot.
Obviously, that those tensions are boiling over, and for Perry, I mean,
congratulations to the LA Kings and your 2 extra officials you have out there on your line.
that we've talked about, but they're not going to have him for 10 plus.
Wow.
That's exactly right.
Now in control.
Perry's done. Podkolzin's done.
Another power play. Here's Kempe.
Another power play for LA. God, I love it.
Kopitar, Fiala, Kempe from his skates to his stick. Kopitar, Kempe a one-timer, tipped wide, it went off Nurse. Broken stick for Nurse. Kopitar holding on to it. Kempe. Right
This is your Gary Bettman NHL you guys wanted, right?
That's a good save by Pickard. Needed that break. Nurse's stick breaks. They're the 5-on-3 by the Kings.
This is that Gary Bettman NHL everybody wanted.
Looking around top. This is where it's going to break the stick with Darnell Nurse. Good block by him as that shot goes wide. And then you're out of stick.
Yeah, we're down 6 forwards. We're down 9 forwards and 6 defense.
Taking the outside. He leaves the short side for his goaltender. Pickard knows he's got to cover that.
Ah, Wes McCauley, you are a joke and a half.
Between Kuzmenko and Fiala, I think they're trying to conceive something here. They got an idea.
2-man advantage for LA right now.
The scan. Fiala pops out.
You called another penalty, you fucking Goomba.
Kempe. Far side Kuzmenko. Kempe again.
Come on, LA, score. You got this potent power play.
Shot blocked. It's loose. Kicked out. Kuzmenko blocked again. Byfield sends
It's on Prime right now, Stu. I gotta watch it on Prime. You're not missing a game. You're missing a ref make an example out of a team. You're missing 7 men against 5. Downright embarrassing.
holding on to it. 5-on-3. LA 1 for 7. Now, Fiala muscled on the play. It comes back. Kempe. Fiala hesitates. Heads it back. The play catch. Fiala hits the pipe. The rebound. Byfield denied and frozen by Cal Pickard.
Kind of lost where that puck went as Byfield is down in front. As Nurse took him down. He had a chance on that rebound as Fiala hit the post. Well, Darnell Nurse now to the penalty box.
Darnell Nurse is now to the box. 5-on-3 for an extra 2 minutes.
A couple of times the shot off the post, it comes off Byfield, and then
Corey Perry just did.
see Nurse grabbing the head of Byfield.
But Wes McCauley, oh, before it was Draisaitl. A couple years ago, Draisaitl made Wes McCauley feel like a little child. Yeah, Byfield, you got to go for concussion protocol, you little baby. 50 minutes of darkness, my friend.
Yeah, that's not good. And for the
2 minutes well worth it for Darnell Nurse. Good job, buddy. Do it again. Like I said, the LA Kings wanted to run their fucking mouths, have their best players play. We got an AHL lineup tonight for this reason. Shouldn't have played your top guys, dummies. Why do you think the Oilers rested all their top players? Stupid.
It's extra, but those are the things we don't want to see in the game.
Shut up. These are the things you don't want to see in the game.
Well, it's kind of gotten away from the Oilers. You said that frustration creeps into a game. So Pickard makes the save and covers.
Well, of course, Pickard makes the save. What does Byfield do? He slaps his wrist.
Pushes the back of his head and then a little extra at the end.
Like I said, LA, this could be your doom of the season. You shouldn't have played all your star players today. Nobody's hurt. Corey Perry got a 10-minute misconduct from the bench. Podkolzin was in a scuffle with 3 LA King players. He got a penalty, and then he got a 10-minute misconduct because he beat up a player. And then we took a penalty. I think it was Jeff Skinner got tripped, no call, so he retaliated. He got a penalty. So Corey Perry from the bench was beaking off at Wes McCauley because Wes McCauley's soft as baby shit. He gave him a 10-minute misconduct. So now the Oilers got 10 minutes misconduct. And then dumbass Byfield decided, hey, I'm going to slash the goalie's wrist when he's covering the puck. Nurse took exception. Nurse two-handed him in the back of the neck. He got a penalty.
25 Edmonton, 5 major in-game misconduct for cross-check.
Now, they just gave Darnell Nurse a game misconduct. Because I'm Wes McCauley and I'm a soft as baby shit ref. 5 minutes well worth it. Guess what, LA? You shouldn't have played your star players in a mean-nothing game, you stupid idiots. And I personally hope Byfield doesn't return until round 2 of the playoffs. Shut up, you stupid coach. I don't care. There's reasons why you don't play star players in mean-nothing games. Why do you think the Oilers rested their star players? They knew what LA was going to do. You don't like it? Too bad. Such a joke. Guess what, NHL? If you would have taken care of this early in the year and decided what penalties are penalties, none of this would be happening right now.
Not just that, the Kings have had their way with the man advantage as well. Plenty of tape to look at.
Just saying. If the refs did their job 95% of the fucking time, none of this shit would happen. I love how people are saying, well, of course, 5-on-3 for 5 minutes. The Oilers will be in the penalty box for the rest of the period. And they're still throwing their star players out there on the power play. You pathetic fucking losers.
I'll tell you, this Kings team looks, they wanted to come in. What was their goal? They wanted to lock up home ice, and they wanted to continue to hit their stride heading into playoffs.
Wanted to lock up home ice against an AHL team. Good job, LA.
2 shots on the 5-on-3 power play.
5-minute power play to end the period.
It's a major power play. Shot deflects wide off the stick of Drew Dowd.
It's games like this that make me wonder why the NHL even exists.
Alex Laferriere. He's guarded by Brett Goulet. They go to the corner. Poked out by Nugent Hopkins. Henrique will move the puck out through center.
Like I said, enjoy the win, LA. It means nothing to anybody.
Major power play circumstance. Trevor Moore by Pickard.
Why do I say this game means nothing to anybody? Let's play devil's advocate here for 5 minutes. Let's say the Oilers did win this game. Let's say they found a way to win this game. Okay, and then they beat San Jose on Wednesday. Great. All LA had to do, but I'm just saying I think he's out for playoffs. If it's as bad as he is implying it was, he won't be ready for round 1. But I don't think it's that bad. I think he was laying on the ice to draw a call. Anywhoosies. If home ice advantage meant so much to you, rest your players this game. You still have one game on Thursday. Let's say the Oilers win out. They'll be tied with you in points. Okay, so Thursday, you play against Calgary. Beat Calgary on Thursday. Yeah, that's a good thing, Joe. The drinks are cold. You win that game on Thursday, you get home ice advantage. This game is a mean-nothing game. No. You put your star players out there because you're a bunch of freaking idiots. And now you're going to get your star players hurt. The fact that you continue to roll out your star players on the power play is fucking laughable. This coach is not a freaking... I don't know, man. The decisions that LA makes, man. This is why the Oilers are beat them in round 1 in 4 or 5. Four or 5 games, the Oilers are going to beat LA. And then what are the excuses going to be for the Kings fans? Oh, Kuzmenko's a different player. What?
Shots are 13-3 Los Angeles here in the second period. Now it's wound up. Kempe.
Doesn't matter, Munchie. We don't have to look as good as we did last year going into the playoffs.
39 goals with Vancouver, then advantage.
We were also tired by game 1 of the final. The team was tired going into the final. And they looked tired going into the final. You're giving this team rest going into the playoffs? I'll take my chances. I'll take my chances. I'll take the win. The fact that LA has had a 5-minute power play and haven't scored on it says a lot about the LA Kings right now. Says a lot about the LA Kings. Oh, there's a penalty not called. I guess the guy's allowed to come over there and just run somebody through the boards.
Off the official, collected by Emberson. He'll dump it out. Kemper stretches out the ice. The nose in. Across. Poor in tight. Off pedal, it stays out. It wouldn't go. And now a jam up in back of the goal. Vogel with a good chance, but a great
it's a lot of rest. McDavid's not playing because it's rest day. Draisaitl's not playing because of rest day. Another power play coming up for LA. Just give them the game there, Wes.
1:48 left in the second period. This time it's Los Angeles.
Holding the stick.
And Phil Deneau.
Nope, they gave Phil Deneau a penalty because he fell over. I thought they were giving the Oilers another penalty. The Oilers are resting. I don't know, man. I don't know what you heard. The only player that's actually hurt right now is Ekholm. And that was a freak accident. He got his foot stepped on. Holy crap. Let's talk about number 9 up top. Holy crap, Prime. You are just despicable. You scored 2 goals on the power play. Congratulations. You're invited to the masquerade. Four on 4 for the next 2 minutes, and then it's another power play for the Oilers. Sorry, for LA.
Wednesday, I believe, and now Kopitar comes back to it.
I'm just saying, I can't imagine being an LA fan being happy with what I'm seeing.
Second pass for Kopitar. Kopitar gets after it.
I mean, if you didn't know what you didn't know, if you thought the Oilers played their entire roster and your team was out playing them, absolutely. But that's not the case. Oh, like I said, I'm glad you guys are all here enjoying this. I am to the moon. This game is going to be over soon.
Drop it off now for Ty Emberson. Emberson handles in the zone. Lined along here, picked up by Doughty off sticks and goes astray and back. Brett Kulak.
I would thoroughly be upset or embarrassed to be a Kings fan tonight. All our star players are going to line up in a mean-nothing game and could possibly be missing one. I wouldn't say that.
6 seconds left.
Cleared all the way down to Gallon Pickard.
Victor Arvidsson through center ice. And that's
2 periods done. 4-0 LA. Boy, who would saw that coming? I'm sorry, guys. I'm really trying to be positive, but when the Oilers put out the lineup they put out 20 minutes before game time, you had to have known something like this was going to happen. I'm just saying, I hope the Oilers learn their lesson and show up for playoffs. That's really all you can do is say, hey, yeah, they beat us. Let's go kick their ass in the playoffs. Let's go send them golfing early again. Like every year when we play them. I just think Wes McCauley needs to hang up his skates. He's been a terrible ref for far too long. Excuse me. Aren't you guys glad you stayed up for all this? You thought before 2 Oilers, even with all the guys they're resting, you thought the Oilers still had a chance at winning? When I seen that LA was dressing their entire lineup and the Oilers were dressing AHL players, college players, I was like, yeah, this one's mailed in the bag for the Oilers. They don't care. They don't care about home ice, as they shouldn't. Don't care about home ice. You know what you do? You beat LA in 4 and home ice advantage doesn't matter. You win the first 2 in LA and you take away home ice advantage right quick. You win the first one in LA and you've pretty much taken home ice advantage away from them. Oh. Hey, Munch, if you leave early, I appreciate you. I won't be mad at anybody who doesn't stick around for this. Sometimes I don't want to stick around for this. Janias, that is not a bad idea. It might come down to that, to be honest with you. Just accidentally on purpose run over. And I do not condone this, guys. As much as I say it would be funny to do, it would be cool to do, I don't condone going out and hurting somebody. But if it happens, it happens. If Darcy Kemper happens to get an elbow to the head and he's out long term with concussion-like protocol and symptoms, so he's out for 10 days. Oh, there's going to be a fight. If LA takes it, that's another thing. And that's the problem with what happened to Podkolzin. He wanted to fight, the other player didn't. Podkolzin got a 5 for fighting, 2 for roughing, and a 10-minute misconduct. The other guy got 2 for roughing. Yep. I feel bad for the fans too, but there's really nothing... Like I said, it's... Who got called up? Who's playing tonight from the AHL? I don't even know who got called up, to be honest with you. I know 2 players got sent down. Oh, Josh Brown got called up. Josh Brown got called up. We have Quinn Hudson from the college Boston University Terriers that's playing this game. We're down to 9 forwards and 6 defensemen. You know, like I said, it is what it is. It's one of those games where Oilers didn't give a shit to play. Draisaitl's healthy. McDavid's healthy. Hopkins is healthy. He's playing. Hyman is healthy. He's not playing. Kane is healthy. He's not playing. Woolman is healthy. He's not playing. Like, can I go through a list of players? Oh, absolutely. And Brown is already been told by the referees to calm down. Josh Brown has taken liberties. Yeah, because Kings players refuse to drop the gloves. They're all this. Kings players are all beak, 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 beak. But when it comes time to drop them and fight, the glue's on there pretty tight. Oh, he's run a few players over, and the refs have already warned him. The refs are warning the Oilers quite regularly, to the point that 2 Oiler players have 10-minute misconducts. That says anything to you. It speaks volumes to me that there's 2 players for Edmonton that have 10-minute misconducts. But yet a player that's sitting on the bench is allowed to rip a stick out of your hand and only get a 2-minute. And he probably wouldn't have got that unless the linesman called him on it. But I digress. Playoffs are 5 days away. Enjoy the run, guys. Whether it's 1 round and done, 2 rounds, 3, bringing the cup home. Enjoy the ride. That's honestly all I can say to people, is just enjoy the ride. It's going to be a fun one. Bars. You're not wrong, Big J. That's hilarious. It's a great take. Oh, can we get this game over with? Trust me, man. I got some stuff I want to watch tonight. Got some wrestling to catch up on. I honestly thought after the Winnipeg game last night that we'd play an entire NHL lineup. I thought the way the team battled last night, they earned the right to have an NHL lineup tonight. To show the LA Kings, hey, we're done messing around. We're going to beat you guys tonight. We're taking round 1, and there's really nothing you can do about it. But management is thinking long term, and I wasn't. Thank you, management, for thinking long term. That's why they get paid the big bucks and I don't. Ooh. I am not touching that, Big J. I am, as much as I agree with you, I am not touching that one with that guy's penis. Why? We're not going to get... Nobody else is getting hurt except for LA Kings players. Should be the LA Kings players. Munchie, nobody's hurt on the Oilers. The only person that's hurt on the Oilers is Ekholm. Everybody else is fine. I don't get where you think everybody else is hurt. Because the Oilers say they're hurt? With what injury? Don't be sorry. Like I think it's hilarious that some people... I'm only bugging you because you said it, but there's a lot of people that feel the same way you feel. Oh man, you're gonna put me in an early grave. Whoo, Big J out here just spitting. Oh, that's rather unfortunate. No need to relax, man. I will never tell anybody to calm down. As long as you're not attacking anybody in the group personally and doing that sort of thing, have your fun, man. Like, that's... You have your fun. I will sit back and laugh, but I won't participate in the shenanigans. Because I try, as real as I am, I do keep my political views. I do keep my political views and how I feel about DEI hires and all that stuff. I try and keep it as far away from this as possible. But to me, if you're qualified, you're qualified. To me, it doesn't matter what skin color you have, what sexuality you're with, what gender you are. If you're a qualified human being, you're a qualified human being. If you got there because of your qualifications, then good for you. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Janias, I honestly am thinking the same thing. We're going to see another AHL preseason roster against the Sharks, for better or worse. Not even that. I talk about it. Right? Like, I talk about it openly with a lot of people, and I just know that if I say stuff on here, I can get YouTube banned. That's the only thing that I worry about for me personally, is getting banned, because then I can't bring you guys great content. But yeah, I'm pretty outspoken. I say some stuff I probably shouldn't say on the channel. As people that have been with us since the beginning know, I say some pretty retarded stuff. Like, I don't use racist words. I don't. Good question. I didn't even realize the Sharks were playing. What an idiot. Let's do the out-of-town scoreboard, like, because that really matters. But I do have a lot of crude and rude humor. No, it's 1-1 with 9 minutes left to go in the third period. Sharks won, Canucks won. All other scores are final. But yeah. Yeah, you know what? I could make a joke there. Right? Like, I say a lot of off-cuff, off-comment stuff. Oh, that's awesome, man. That is awesome. Ooh, that's just barely foul. Darcy Kemper, fuck off. That's the thing. I really hope this guy really thinks he's done something in these last two games against the Oilers. He gets a hot head. Just have it all crashing down on top of him. Exactly. Good night. Oh man, like I said, I'm glad I grew up in the era of no TikTok and no social media, because I would have been in so much trouble. Yeah, I think so too. I think Ottawa is going to beat Toronto in 5 or 6 or 7. Sorry, I think Toronto has a puncher's chance. I just think Ottawa's a better overall, a hotter team and a better overall team. Toronto's got the top end. Like, I will not say any bad thing about their top end. The top end is fine, but it's their bottom 6 and their decor that Ottawa has the advantage in, as well as goaltending. I will take Yomark over Stellars or Wool any day of the week. But yeah, I don't know what you're smiling about, Drew. Like, honestly, you're playing your top players, and I think this is exactly what's going to curse the Kings, is they're playing all their top guys thinking they've accomplished something. Like, be careful what you do in the regular season, because come playoffs, it's a completely different animal. Well, I guess now it's his time to shine. And that's the ball game, folks. Oh, I could use a nap. Yeah, Florida Tampa's going to take them in round 2. Like, if Toronto gets past round 1, congratulations. Get past round 2. Win a game in round 2 for the first time in 80 years. Like, just... Toronto's one of those I wish they were my team type teams. You know what I mean? Like, the talent on that team and to do nothing with it for so long. That's got to be aggravating for Leaf fans. You know what? I wouldn't mind seeing an Ottawa-Edmonton final. That would be something, eh? Ottawa-Edmonton final. Gary would be pissed, because that means no American viewers, loss in revenue. Can't have that. Why is that a problem? I don't see that as a problem at all. Troy Stetcher's been a very good defenseman this year. I don't understand that narrative that Troy Stetcher's been anything but serviceable for the Oilers all year. But that's just me. I think Troy Stetcher's been a good addition to the Oilers defense. I think Darnell Nurse has been our top defenseman all year. I mean, it helps when we're missing Ekholm for big chunks of it and he's not healthy, but I'd be okay with that too. Oilers beating Toronto. I would just love to see an all-Canadian matchup, but I know it'll never happen as long as Gary Bettman is in charge of the NHL. You will never see an all-Canadian matchup. American TV deal makes them too much money to ever see that. Here's insider information. Here's what I will tell you with insider information. When there's a Canadian matchup in the playoffs, American viewership drops. Gary and the NHL doesn't make money with two Canadian teams in the playoffs because they don't get money from Canadian revenue viewership. Their money comes from the American contract. Their money comes from that. Playoff time and revenue sharing comes from the American dollar. So when there's two Canadian teams, or this year there's going to be 6 Canadian teams in the playoffs, they lose money. And it's kind of sad that a Canadian player playing an American team said it. Hey, how's it going, Kimo? I mean, it's going better. Yeah, going better than what the Oilers are doing, but hey, can we call them the Oilers or can we call them the Bakersfield Condors?
Edmonton has 1 game left in San Jose Wednesday. The Kings are in a back-to-back. They're in Seattle tomorrow night. Bouchard tipped right on. Good save by Kemper. It's on the shelf. In back of Kemper, right on top of the goal. And we're going to stop it.
You guys mentioned it's going to be a much different team. Well, let's look at it. We all know 29, 97. These two guys, the guy that's going to win the most goals scored in the NHL this year? Yeah, that's Leon Draisaitl. How about Connor McDavid? Since he's
smelling a comeback. Hey, I'll just be happy with a goal.
Every single goal the Oilers have scored since he's been back in the lineup, the two that he didn't get a point on, he played a big part in those. So, as you guys mentioned, completely different and a whole different animal to defend if you're the LA Kings.
Oh, you talk about defending. You bring a guy like Zach Hyman, and there's such a presence around the net, and he opens up space for Draisaitl and McDavid, especially on the power play.
Top. Screen, the shot deflects wide. Connor
Oh,
Nugent Hopkins out in front. 4-0 Los Angeles.
oh, Jesus. Sorry to hear that, man. No, thankfully mine's full screen and blaring. Fogle with a shot, misses wide. Oh, Byfield's back on the ice. I guess you weren't as hurt as you thought you were. That's unfortunate.
In his first NHL game. He's got it. Hudson through the middle of the ice. He'll roll it in. He'll get after it on Capricorn. Spence moves the puck, sealed by Arvidsson. Hudson to the slot, broken up by Spence. And the Kings will dump it all the way down. No icing. As we play on with 90 seconds gone here in the third period.
Come on, Oilers, just get one. You get one and we get those rolls going.
Josh Brown. Indirects it by Hudson. Shoved by Adam Henry. Dug out by LeBron.
Yeah, they're definitely hurting too.
Left along the boards. Alex
But they've been hurting all year.
But it's college hockey at Harvard that comes out to center. Swatted at. Dumped in by Malott. In on Pickard. He'll move it. Henriquez pressed in the corner for the Oilers. Jeff Malott turns it in. 28-year-old rookie out of Cornell. Kapanen broken up. Cam Dineen quickly up the ice, forged in by Jones. Handle for Darcy Kemper. LA is the number 2 defensive team in the NHL. And the trade involving Kemper and Dubois worked out for both teams.
Well, it really did. It was one of those things. They got Dubois, gave up a lot to Winnipeg to get him, and then, you know, credit to the organization. Management said, okay, well, 1 for 1. They got the goaltender they wanted. And Jimmy Horn was talking about, he said Kemper, he calls him the backbone of the team, but he said it was seamless for him because he'd previously been with the organization.
He had a good stage just about wherever he has played, Darcy Kemper. Out to center, former Cup winner with Colorado in 22.
What do you mean you didn't expect it? Sure you did. The Oilers rested their entire lineup. The Kings played their entire lineup. Of course you expected it. If you didn't expect this, I don't know, man. I expected worse. I expected better from LA, if we're being completely honest. With the amount of power plays that LA has had, I expected better.
It's Connor Brown and a dandy by Darcy Kemper.
We were just talking about Kemper. They called a backbone and a huge save. As Brown with a good chance off the feet from Arvidsson. Kemper shuts it down. Talk about what he's done. He brings a little more experience in this return, of course.
When the Oilers said they were resting everybody, you had to expect that LA was going to come back with a half-rested lineup. No, they put all their big boys out there. Made sure Darcy Kemper played this game, not the game tomorrow. I cannot wait for round 1 of the playoffs. And this King team can choke on a bunch of dicks.
Shane Knighty, Thomas Hickey, Andy Petrillo, and then Burke and Blake Bolden at the desk. Quinn Hudson, shadowed by LaFerriere, a steal by Fiala. LaFerriere to the outside. With a shot, stick save, Pickard.
Oh, I got some SmackDown and Raw on tap after this game. Yeah, I liked the first season of it, but I didn't like the second season. They tried too hard. Much like Snow White and the 7 computer animated small people. Wait, you can't call her Snow White. That wasn't her name in the movie. Well, I've never watched Snow White, the animated one. And then I was told yesterday. I didn't hear about this till yesterday. They don't even call her Snow White in the movie. They call her by some other fake name that's not even real. Hopkins gets tripped, no call.
I can take a break from the penalties in the third period.
Imagine that. We're not going to call anything for the third period.
In terms of penalties so far. Skinner. All the way across, a shot. Shielded again by Kemper. Good bid for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. The point held in by Kulak. He goes to the corner. Mikey Anderson.
Final score? I honestly think it'll be 7-0 LA. That's what the score should read. But I think what you get right now is going to be the final score. Unless the Oilers score 1 or 2. But to be honest with you, it should be 7-0 LA. With the amount of power plays, the 5-minute power play, the 2 5-on-3 power plays for almost a full 3 minutes, this score shouldn't be 4-0. No, not bad at all, Epic. If it was up to me, I wouldn't watch this game either. But I missed the Sunday stream, so I thought I owed you guys being here.
Kuzmenko is on for the final change. Bouchard with his head up. Dumped in. Kemper will get to it. That trapezoid where he can handle it. Here's Malott. Jeff Malott. Good pass for Alex Laferriere. A stutter step. He goes to work on a forward. Connor Brown who plays it well. To the point. Mobara. He'll swing it. Here's Clark. Wristing one off a body off.
Yeah, I'm not quite too sure what to think of Andor.
Back out. Victor Arvidsson. Through the logo. Stripped by Laferriere. Jacob Mobara. Racing ahead for Kevin Fiala. That goes deep.
Right? I like doing adult things to do. And that's a conversation for a different day that I had with another Oiler content creator. He came at me pretty hard about something, and I came at him pretty hard about something. And I think by the end of the conversation, we met in the middle. I'd like to think we did. Right.
By Cal Pickard with just about 8 minutes gone in this third period. Emerson through center ice, choked off, and Kuzmenko will send it back. Mikey Anderson can't get it out. He gets a second opportunity and does. Now Kopitar with Kempe. Kempe, he scores! Adrian Kempe.
5-0 LA. Yes, Hyman is sick. He's not hurt, he's sick.
5-0 Los Angeles.
Another odd man rush is
Hyman's sick, he's not hurt, he's sick.
Puck kind of gets turned over. The shot gets caught on the wall, too deep outside the dots, and that allows Kopitar sets up Kempe, and he makes no mistake. Pass by Kopitar as Kempe
You can't make this stuff up, guys. The players are sick.
And there was all sorts of time for Andrzej Kopitar, right? So Pickard realizes that he's got to square up, and it's
not hurt,
honest, but
sick.
A perfect pass and a quick finish, tough to get over.
You're not wrong, Kimo, and I'm looking forward to it. I cannot wait for Game 1 of the playoffs. You played all your star players, and you're sitting on the bench joking about how good you are. Can't wait for the final score or the final buzzer of the playoffs. Take a picture of it. Oh, what, you're up 5-0 halfway through the third period? Now you want to change your goaltender? What a fucking joke. Yeah, laugh about it, Kemper. Man, you are going to get lit up in the fucking playoffs, and I'm all about it. I can't fucking wait for round 1 of the playoffs when the Oilers fully healthy destroy your fucking bullshit team. Yeah, you're just sitting there laughing. I'm getting out of the game. Yeah, get lit up, you. So what, is Kemper going to play tomorrow night too? Oh, man, I cannot wait for this Kings team to get fucking annihilated.
Burkhoff had an outstanding game. He'll take it back. Spence out of the corner. To center ice.
Oh, this LA team is going to be in for the fucking biggest awakening ever, April 20th.
Fiala blocked in front. Out of the corner, LaFerriere. Fiala had his shot blocked, and now they go to the corner. Spence with a rough ride by Janmark. Fiala. LaFerriere stopped by Pickard. LA's 28th shot on goal. Arvidsson swings back. Victor Arvidsson in the zone now.
What do you mean, how is it 5-0? The Oilers aren't playing anybody. There's one Oiler that can score regularly in the lineup right now. Everybody else is out.
Once again, here's Ty Emberson. David Riddick. O'Gara.
I don't think the Oilers cared, Kimo. If the Oilers cared about starting on the road, they would have rested. They would have played all their players.
Well, there's a look at Kemper. You wonder if there's precaution, but it looks like it's just maybe time.
Honestly, if the Oilers cared about the road and going to LA in Game 1, yeah, you better shut up there, Darcy Kemper, because you're about to get your shit kicked in 5 days. Oh, I think it's going to get out of hand very quickly in Game 1. I think you're going to see a lot of Kings players think that this was too easy in the last 2 games against the Oilers. There was no reason to pull them at all. What it is they're scared. They're scared the Oilers players are going to run them. That's a lot of good news we didn't need to hear. I'm just saying, man, like you don't do that such disrespect. Like, if you wanted to play your starters the entire fucking game. You had them all out there for the 5-on-3 power play. You had your starters play the 5-on-3 power play for 2 minutes. You had them all out there for the 5-minute power play. Now you're going to pull your goalie? Get the fuck out of here, and karma has a way to come back at you. And come playoffs when we're fully healthy. And I truly believe that if the Oilers really gave a shit about home ice advantage, Draisaitl's playing tonight, Hyman's playing tonight, McDavid's playing tonight, Woolman's playing tonight, Skinner would be playing tonight. You would see the entire ensemble of Oilers starters play tonight. It's just a lot of disrespect by LA right now that will come back to haunt them in round 1. No, not Picard. They're not going to pull Picard.
As the last 10 minutes roll on. Knocked down by Doughty. Maintain control of it. Moving along, Alex Turcotte.
LA's going to regret having Kemper as their starting goalie against the Oilers in Game 1, Round 1.
Good play that time on the back check by Adam Henry. Edmonton gets a change in as they dump.
I just hope Oiler fans understand what's going on and don't get pissed off about this game. We got 8.5 left to go in the third period. 5-0 LA over the Edmonton Condors.
Fiala in front. Come on by Pickard. Kuzmenko, Spence, here it comes. Caught by Cal Pickard. That'll stop play. 8:20 left to go in the third period. The LA Kings looking to clinch number 2 in the Pacific. Have a 5-0 lead.
What do you get for clinching second place in the division? Absolutely fucking nothing. You get fuck nothing. Congratulations, LA. You just got your first round ticket to an ass kicking. Fuck. I honestly am going to be very, very excited to see the Oilers in the playoffs fully healthy. It's just so bothersome that some fans are so upset. Why are the Oilers purposely folding? Why do they not care? Why? As soon as they found out no matter how many games they won or lost, they wouldn't get first place in the division, what's the point? What does second place get you? 1 round of home ice advantage? What does that really mean? I'll take my chances with a healthy squad. I don't see LA landing any cheap shots because I think LA knows that if they cheap shot one player on the Oilers, Josh Brown is going to have, I don't give a shit, I'm an AHL player. How many of you Kings can I take out? We might see a Marty McSorley on our hands if LA tries it.
Here with the Edmonton Oilers after this game right now being down 5-0, and that is, of course, Evander Kane has been skating this week. Good news for the player who's been out all season after undergoing surgeries to repair 2 torn hip adductor muscles, 2 hernias, and 2 torn abdominal muscles. Then there was a setback in January when he had to have knee surgery. A new body for the
It wasn't
forward
setback, it was purposely timed.
Good.
I hate these reporters thinking they know shit. It was a perfectly timed surgery. It was one he could have had in the offseason, but the Oilers said, no, let's wait. Let's wait till January to have your second surgery. Perfectly freaking timed.
If his body's healed, he gets it clear and gets the conditioning and the pace of the game as quickly back.
Janmark will not be a playoff player this year.
Shane, there's a presence about him too, right? Especially
I think Janmark draws out of the lineup.
After the whistles are in between with the physicality. I mean, whether the game's on right away or not, it certainly draws a lot of attention.
For Kane.
Been dealing with these injuries for 3-4 weeks now. They've done an amazing job to play well through it. As Pickard handles that shot, taken by Jeff Malott. Right along, forged out in front.
Like I said, if I was LA, I'd be very disappointed in this game. How many power play goals have, I'm going to do this. Sorry, guys. You guys know I don't do this very often, but I'm going to do it right now.
This will be 4 straight years they play in round 1.
LA's 2 for 8 on the power play. So out of 5 goals you scored, you've essentially scored 3 of them 5-on-5. And I'll even go one further. You scored 2 of them 5-on-5 because one guy was just getting out of the box when you scored one of the goals. That right there is fucking pathetic. You pathetic organization. You're playing against an AHL team, essentially, or a preseason lineup. Yeah, he doesn't want to fight. There you go. Corey Perry wants to go, and the kid won't fight. LA won't fight. Bunch of pussies. You want to run around, act like a man, talk like a man, walk like a man, be a man, fight.
Move the puck quickly up the ice for Malott. Kapanen turns back.
Double shifting this line of Turcotte, Helenas, and Malott. They were just on the ice. Took a quick
Double shifting a line now. Congratulations, refs. Congratulations, LA. You're double shifting one of your top 2 lines.
Nice move by Nugent Hopkins.
No.
Moved along, Brown. Broken up by Anderson. Bouchard with a shot, stopped by Riddick.
Hopkins just gets kneed. No call, because I'm an NHL ref. I'm blind as fuck.
Perry's entire career can be summed up in a lot of ways, but he's never been a shy one. That's his area of the ice, and it always has been.
If the Oilers are out in round 1, I won't cheer for the Maple Leafs. Unless they're the only Canadian team left. Even then, I probably couldn't.
Or hot.
Sure there is. If you're going ahead, you know what, Munchie, I would agree with you unless, for the most part, I would agree with you, Munchie. Unfortunately, when you're that dude going around taking liberties with other players, making the unnecessary extra hit that you don't need to make, yeah, you need to answer the bell. If you're going to run around, act like a complete fucking moron, you deserve to fight, whether you're up by 1, 2, 5, 10. If you're going to continue to run around and hit people like an idiot, answer the bell. But no, you're a big tough guy until somebody steps up to your face. You don't want to fight when you're up by 10? Don't go out hitting like you're not up by 10. You're up by 5. Exactly. Why are you going out there and acting like the game is tied or you're losing? You want to act like a moron? You're going to get a fucking special prize being a moron. But that's allowed in today's NHL. I'm allowed to run around and hit people and take extra liberties because I know nothing's going to get called. And I know I'm never going to drop the gloves because I'm a pussy. It'll be an interesting lineup on Wednesday. One that I can't wait to see Wednesday morning.
Just a few more days of the regular season is left as we are here in Edmonton. And how about Carolina versus Montreal? Montreal still looking to clinch a playoff spot. They've got just 1 point today to take on Carolina. Then you have
he's tried. Joe, he's tried.
Both those games on Sportsnet and one more NHL coast to coast.
Again, they won't fight.
Join me Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Michael Delzato, Mike Rupp will be with me. And guys, we have to wonder what other playoff implications will be on the final day of the regular season, because it really is coming down to the wire.
That could be. The shot goes wide, and Andy, fantastic job with coast to coast every single week of this season. Absolutely great. Moved along, headed on, and just by Riddick.
Hey, Bolts, how's it going? Good luck against Florida in the playoffs, my man.
Under 6 minutes left here in Edmonton. Final night of Prime Monday Night Hockey. Fiala moves it all the way around. Ferrier, the goal line, it's Kuzmenko. Doughty, Fiala, stopped by Pickard. He continues to battle. Cal Pickard. Now it comes out to center. Podkolzin kicks it out. Hudson with a shot, stopped by Riddick. Ferrier will get it out to center ice.
Still 5-0 LA, getting to be down to 5 minutes left to go in the game. Full LA squad going against the preseason roster.
Regardless of the outcome. Kapanen pulls up, pickpocketed by Hellenius. Here he comes. Samuel Hellenius. Across it goes for Milan. It goes off the stick of Emberson, and it goes out of play. 4:53 left to go in this third period. As we go down.
Oh, you still got a shot. Wow. That'd be something. So you guys could still have a chance to play Ottawa. That's pretty cool. I thought Toronto had that all locked up. My bad. Sorry to put some disrespect on the Tampa Bay Lightning name there, my friend. I thought Toronto had that all locked up. Well then, that changes a lot of things, don't it? No. I honestly don't know who the 7th defenseman is. I'm not going to pretend to be in that mindset of knowing who's going to be the 7th defenseman if they go with 7 defensemen. I just know what the opening day roster is going to look like forward-wise. Yeah, I think that's most likely. Stetcher's going to play more than Emberson, and I'm okay with it. Again, I've liked everything that Stetcher has done this year. He's not flashy. He's not going to score a bunch of goals, but he's done a good job keeping the puck out of the net. I love it, man. I love to see the fight back, man. Like, irregardless, Toronto's out in round 1 unless they pull off a miracle. Like, anything can happen. It's the playoffs. Oh, man, excuse me.
Well, you better pray.
That looks like a good show. Out to center. Perry now.
Yeah, I don't know if Klingberg will play another game, and that's okay. They tried the experiment, it didn't work.
Perry off of David Riddick, who took over for Darcy Kemper. In this third period, Corey Perry rinse it all the way around for Ty Emberson. Perry lets it go smartly, so did Deneen. Arvidsson at the point with a winding shot hung on to by Riddick.
That's all that matters, apparently, in the East. It doesn't matter in the West who gets home ice advantage.
You can see Kings now moving up. That'll lock it up for them with a 2-point stand. Some couple of big games coming up. Minnesota and St. Louis both playing at home. Their last games as they try to solidify the wild card. And, of course, the Flames. They play tomorrow. They host the Golden Knights.
It's like closing out a series. It's just so tough to get that final clinching scenarios. Both Montreal and those two teams with Calgary nipping at the heels. I mean, we could come down to some spectacular game 82s, but in the hands of some other teams to take care of it beforehand.
Minnesota has Anaheim at home. Centering pass is broken up. St. Louis will get Utah, who played tonight in Nashville and won their game 7-3. Spence now will feed it back. St. Louis coming off.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
Where they were winless. They picked up a point in Seattle in the shootout loss. They've won 12 in a row, a franchise record prior to the trip. Through the middle. It deflects in. 3:34 left. Turcotte. Out of the corner. Wound all the way back. Moverara rejected. They'll get it back. Jacob Moverara takes it to the corner. Now the Oilers get it out. Kapanen goes wide. Forced off it by Jeff Palat. Max Jones cycles in for Kapanen. He's nullified by Brent Clark.
I agree. I think Deneen could get a call up. Like I said, the roster for the playoffs, you can call up anybody. There's no salary cap limit. You can have a lot of black aces. I would imagine with the dinged up defensive core. Columbus is out. I think Montreal's got it locked up, to be honest with you. I think Montreal has that 8th spot locked up. It'll take a miracle for Montreal not to make the 8th spot. So again, we'll have 6 Canadian teams in the playoffs. Sorry, Vancouver. Yeah, I would love to see them score. You know what? That would be the biggest kick in the nuts to the LA Kings. You lost your shutout because you pulled your starting goalie and put your backup goalie in for no reason than to just be stupid. But the Oilers don't have the firepower, unfortunately. Hopkins hasn't looked the same.
Nice pass. Fiala. He's right in. Stopped by Picker.
Like when your most potent weapon is Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, who doesn't score prolifically as it is. Yeah, they beat Montreal, but they did it in overtime or shootout, so Montreal still gets that point.
Quinn Hudson back on the ice for Edmonton in his NHL debut. Through center, it's knocked down with about 44 left here in Edmonton. It's dumped all the way in. Moverara plays it to the outside for Clark. Palat through center. Counted by Hudson a bit. Palat to the slot. Nobody home and back out. The LA Kings will pick up their 47th win of the season. This is game number 80 for them. They will play Calgary on Thursday night. They're in Seattle tomorrow. This will be their 16th win on the road. And the Oilers have one left at San Jose on Wednesday. 1:03 on the clock. Then all the way back in the zone.
Round 1 playoffs is going to look so freaking sweet. I honestly don't give any hope to LA. Maybe that's just the Oiler fan in me. I don't give any hope to LA at all.
First year, what a crew. And thanks to our great crew led by our producer, Mark Askin. Talent across the board, and we have tremendous.
Oilers lose 5-0 to the LA Kings. Sorry. The Edmonton Condor preseason lineup lose to the LA Kings full lineup. Don't read anything into it, guys. Honestly, do not read anything into this mean nothing game. If it meant anything, the Oilers would have played their starting lineup. It meant nothing to them. It apparently meant everything to LA. It meant everything to the LA Kings, which is kind of a joke. A game that means nothing means so much. Oilers are going to take care of them in the playoffs. Don't worry about it. Wednesday, expect the same lineup. Bunch of nobodies, really. No firepower. It truly is a shame that this is the last home game of the season and the Oilers did this. Anyways, guys, my name is Matt for Oilers Fan Reaction. See you guys on Wednesday. Doses.